Shaibu, who is also the goalkeeper's trainer. Shaibu, who is also the goalkeeper's trainer. So I mean, it they've been doing well with the big teams. They scored against Kotoko, and I would have loved to see TJ playing Accra Heart of Oak this particular weekend, but unfortunately, that's not what is going to happen. But for me, in reality, Accra Heart of Lions is not a team that you can just walk over. I mean, they have very quality players. Their defensive is intact and compact, and they have very good midfielders. One of them is, we call him Kwame. He wears the number 6 jersey. And he's from the Golden Stars at Apenkwa. So they have a very formidable team. On every day, even if they do not win a match, we're expecting them to play a bit better at all the time. And for me, that is what has transformed into the match that took place at Hohoe.
Okay. I see. Anyway, what seems to be the difficulty or the problems or hurdles, if you want to call it that Basake, Hayford and Heart of Lions seem to be going through? Again, their consistency levels have fallen quite a bit, and it's been...
Not scout or agent management, but for a coach, you have a duty and a responsibility to manage a player.
The players, yes.
And one of the things that you do is to look at the whole season in perspective for you to be able to manage the players.
Okay.
Now, if you do not manage the players well, it will get to a time that fatigue will set in and you will not understand what is happening, like my senior coach, Ashore is saying. One of the coaches that are very good in player management is Coach Didi Dramani. And when he does it, the supporters and the management of Accra Heart of Oak don't understand.
It's interesting. But Coach, tell us more. I mean, player management obviously plays a key role. And as you rightly said, you need to put your finger on it to ensure that you get the best out of the players. But again, a whole season, and you may have managed players to a certain level or to a certain extent that you become comfortable with how proceedings go. When the changes come, how do you know that there are changes? How do you quickly remedy the situation?
Yeah, in a well-organized team, I would like to make reference to Accra Lions, because I've had the opportunity to work close with them. In a well-organized team, there is nothing like constant or first 11. And you have to intentionally sometimes create a scenario as if that particular star player is not playing. And in actual fact, he's not going to play. Then you see how the play will go. Because there are matches that he can get injured. There are matches that he can be shown a red card. So what they do is, I mean, he could be fit, he could be excellent, but they start introducing new players. And this is the way they do it. They don't just do it on a match day. When he's hurt and you put somebody who's not played much for five consecutive games and you expect him to play well, that's not a good way of managing players. They start introducing them at the training ground, at friendly matches, and then they get used to the system. So that the coach becomes so comfortable that he has 2 players to use at any given day, at any given time. So it does not become a challenge for him. But where you are comfortable with the normal first 11, in case there is a challenge, then you would definitely be in a hot soup.
I get you. And that is where a lot of the complacency issues also set in. Let's cross over now to the Tarkwa Naboso Stadium in Tarkwa and take a look at Medama's output. Again, one of the teams that have showed some level of consistency. Some players have been very regular, very active. But again, there are other players who are on the periphery, but they also get the opportunity once in a while to showcase exactly what they are made of. Playing against Accra Hearts of Oak, a team that seems to also gather a lot of momentum when they play away from their comfortable zone at the Accra Sports Stadium. It also gives you some level of challenges going into the game? Because you need to map up a strategy that would ensure that not only does your team perform.
Since his days as the deputy, as the assistant coach at Cameroon, and I followed him when he came to Ghana Black Stars. He's one of the finest coach we have.
Okay.
And for me, the transformation of Medama Star is splendid. It's a big thing we should talk about. He's transformed the team, and the team are playing very well at this moment. I'm not surprised at where they are.
Exactly.
It's one of the teams that I am predicting that they have the possibility of winning this particular league.
NY, share the same opinions?
Yes, I agree with what Coach has said. You look at Coach Ibrahim Tanko, and you look at Coach Masoud Didi Dramani, and I would say that this game was won out from the tactical aspect, because two coaches that they will be using their tactical approach in this particular game. In the first half, you could see that it was Medama who was pinpointing on Accra Heart of Oak. Accra Heart of Oak, yes, had some chances there, but you could see that it was Medama who were trying to dominate in all cylinders on the other game. But then you look at, as I come again, the tactical aspect of the coaches. In the second half, Coach Ibrahim Tanko did some changes. He brought in Fojo and Apia.
Yeah.
Knowing these two players, the energy that they have, they will be looking to do what? Press on the defense of Accra Heart of Folk. And he brought in them in the 72nd minute. In the 74th minute, Salina Adams get a goal. So it tells you that the substitution just came in and it's worked for Medama.
And again, doesn't that also speak volumes of the quality of a coach, knowing when to have the subs, knowing when the right player comes in.
Exactly.
And of course, like Coach also said, playing as a team, creating the chances, moving into open spaces, so the fans can also appreciate the work that you're doing.
Exactly. You know, so it's Ibrahim Tanko knowing the team that he has.
Exactly.
You know, he knows when to bring in this, when to bring in that. When the going gets tough, there are some players that have some brilliant move that can bring them on, then they can change the scoreline of the game. And that's what Ibrahim Tanko did. And I just, aside with a coach, he's doing very well for Medama. You look at how they play, possession-wise, creating chances, how they shoot, how they play as a team. You could see that this is a team that they mean business. And if this is how they are going to play and we don't get any team to stop them, then they can carry it.
Premier League champions in waiting? Coach?
Maybe, but the difference between Coach Didi Dramani and then Coach Ibrahim Tanko for this particular game, for me, is not tactics. I stand to be corrected.
Sure.
But it's the quality of players we are using. For about 6 years, 7 years ago, none, and I repeat again, none of the Accra Heart of Folk players playing now would get a first 11 to play for Accra Heart of Folk. None.
Wow.
Maybe the only one I could consider is a goalkeeper. None. 10 years back ago, none of them. And my surprise is, and I keep wondering, so this is basics analysis, very basics. A team like Accra Heart of Folk are struggling for 10 years. Something is wrong. Absolutely something is wrong. And I've said it on this same station that Accra Heart of Folk need to get back to the drawing board. Free consultation. Forget about the league. Forget about the league. Have about 3 years developmental plan. Go get players that are not moving in the next 3 years. Keep Didi Dramani as their coach. And I tell you, after 3 years, they will rule Ghana for more than 5 years. Free consultation.
Will they be ready to do that?
Well, if you get in the same result,
consider themselves as, hey, we are the big boys in the Ghana.
But if you keep getting the same result over 10 years, you don't keep doing the same thing. Otherwise, nothing will change. Nothing would. I mean, and for me, this is basics. It's basics. It doesn't need, excuse me, to say strategies to develop this for you. For 10 years, I've been doing this. I buy players. I sack them. I hire a coach. I sack him. I do this. I develop a pitch. There are no players to play. They have facilities, but they do not have players to play.
Yeah, that's true.
That's strange.
Well, it's a very tall order for, especially the big teams, as it were. I mean, and we're seeing a lot of them going through turmoil, going through headaches here and there. Some have even dropped to the lower divisions because they keep doing the same thing without the desired results. Anyway, we'll do a very quick break, and when we come back, we'll be delving into today's game. We'll take a look, first of all, at the permutations on the league table and how that could factor each of the teams as they get into 90 minutes of action later. We'll take a look at their build-up to this game, their last couple of matches played, where their strong and weak points are. We will listen to the coaches ahead of the match before we join the action. But first, we'll do a quick break. We'll be right back.
Drinks, a whole new vibe, another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Buy Now Pay Later policy is here to help you. For phones, bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Make a 30% deposit, and you're good to go home with your brand new phone. Also, if you want an appliance to buy, you need to make 40 to 50% deposit. Bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Additionally, you need to provide a copy of your electricity bill receipt, either soft copy or hard copy. Your body of delivery installation, because it's free. When Max buy now, pay later, you need to go to our shop to do it. You can go to locations as shown on your screen. You can also call us on 0594 091 122. Shop now and pay later with ease. Max Buy, making shopping easy for you.
What do you know? Obefa so crowd timi na mamu aye hwama bribia. BO16 hair mist bedi wakagina waye BO16 hair mist quite strong koso se emmo wo ban free mo wa emma utrase kekao na emma utrase yehye ne nwuna eyenti emma utrase dwo na emma enkapapa bigina utrase hair mist wonwaso yi ma braids locks and a natural hair. Nema would do BO16 hair mist for free. Ye will pack size me 40 ml. Ubeti media ko baby. And if 125 ml. BO16 hair mist gumu ahudu mensa. BO16 express yourself. And Kratway FDA ajiatum.
Auntie Julie.
Cause.
Mami jollof and no chicken 50 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Afe so, mami amoni ugo stew ne so 80 Ghana cedis. Afe woni bibi. Mami one pesi any beef stew no so 80 Ghana cedis.
And no ye 80. Okay.
Na mami banku ne nkuma ni nyina mami nye bebre na ni nyina enye 70 Ghana cedis. Afe so.
Madam, aben eduanu nko na wo to ana.
Eduane no eye dedodo. Taste no eye deep. A secret filler B.
Secret filler no eye Aljoda seasoning powder. Aljoda seasoning powder ever flavors baby. Goat flavor wa hawk.
Beef flavor, spaghetti flavor, Aljoda spices.
Aljoda seasoning powder. Tasting no eye deep.
FD ajibje Kratway atum.
Fire! Every demon stealing comfort customers out.
Amen.
You need to sow a big seed. and all your customers will return.
No. Keep your money. You win here a blow pack new takeaway packs. Where me no? Enkata yi, nanso blow pack die. Etum ye pa. Egrane guma enjuntem. Ubetumi microwave, ubetumi asa room, asa use biom.
Sir, is that why you left me?
Ani, egrane tomphobia upgrade.
Me too. Blow packing so about of them. Cindy a wo jasono.
Customers they run before, then she find the magic pack.
New blow pack takeaway book has saved my business. With your customers call me and see yes, the coin.
Microwave and use them again. Blow pack go make you rain.
I had been to Homeopathic Clinic. Ejuma meye oni akoma yarba. Akoma yarba no dos. Ibi wo kwa osende owo cardiomegaly. Anede wako mo waka chenda wo left ventricular hypertrophy. Anem pode owo problem bi kofu pin wo fa na arrhythmia. Ni nyinara no ya akoma yarba. Baby papa oni aha sendo bi biare ni ho a oze akoma yarba oza aba ha wako gen.
Utifie eyedin. Adena wot na wa ma akoma yare aka wato dem. Also utumi sorry waka na uko onwuma so. Fa akoma yare no fa bedan ni ma yanwi akoma yare ne ho emma. Entine fie emma akoma yare ne nka onto dem. Bra Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
Eba mo boa ododo. Meso mo boa ododo.
Welcome back from the break. Many thanks for sticking and staying with us. We are just building up gradually to the featured match of today. We're taking a look at the strength, weaknesses of these two sides. One of them is 11 Wonders. We'll take a look at the league table. And as we flash the league table on the screen, take a look at the positions of the teams. These are two teams that are struggling around the relegation area. The top part of the table is quite clear. And from submissions made by my guesses, it's clear and obvious why Medama are leading the pack on 34 points, 2 points adrift of BBNE Gold Stars, who are also 2 points adrift of Asante Kotoko. So the top three positions at least, 2 points, 2 points, and then Adriana comes in with 1 point, separating them and Asante Kotoko. Kotoko on 30, Adriana on 29. Accra Hearts of Oak follow on 28. FC Samatex on 27, and judging from the closeness of the points, one slip can cause a scare for the team. Let's take a look at Karela, who are building up gradually on 25 points. They occupy the 7th position. 8th position is taken by Heart of Lions, and they have dropped quite a bit. And we explained those factors earlier on. Swedru All Blacks on 22, occupying the 9th position. And again, it's a fair result for Swedru All Blacks, languishing there, or not languishing, but lying in the mid-section of the table. Young Apostles come in on the 10th position on 21, same points build up as Vision FC. And then nothing to separate Dreams FC, Nations FC, and Basake Holy Stars. They all have 20 points apiece. Bechem United on 19th, and that is the cut-off point. Relegation zone and the relegation blues currently has Hohoe United on 18, Brecum Chelsea on 18, and 11 Wonders on 6. Now, permutations have it that 11 Wonders are already in the process of saying their goodbyes to the Ghana Premier League based on the points that they have. And we're not too sure whether they can really claw back some pride with only just 6 points. I think it's done and dusted for 11 Wonders, but they will have to play and play for pride. So they occupy the bottom of the table, and they have to battle it out with Basake Holy Stars, who are currently 14th on the league table. Let's delve into the discussion into these two teams, and we'll be aided by their last 5 fixtures to give us a very clear state of mind, as it were. I'll start with my colleague NY, and it's not been easy for the two clubs or the two teams in question, but particularly 11 Wonders. Basake Holy Stars have chalked some points, build up, nicely done, 14th position, but they are also still struggling.
It's just when you talk about 11 Wonders, I don't know the adjective to use for them, because we've played 17 matches, and you are the only team having a single digit in terms of points, and it's worrying for the whole team, 11 Wonders. I don't really know what the problem is, but
and they've got a very good coach too, Ivan Sadote.
Things are not working well for them.
Things are not working well, yeah.
Things are not working well.
Just a combination of a lot of factors.
Yes, because they've changed. They changed their coach.
They changed, yes.
Then they went back again and take another coach. And you see, when we start a league and things like this happen, it also have a telling point on the team, the players. And the team as a whole in the body. And 11 Wonders, when even you look at their home matches, it's even a worry. They find it difficult.
Let's take a look at their last 5 matches for 11 Wonders, so we have a fair understanding of what the situation is. Okay, so there you go. Unfortunately, L means loss, for those who are wondering. So the last 5 games hasn't really gone any better for them. A 0-2 loss to Swedru All Blacks away. 1-0 loss. 11 Wonders lost 0-2 to Swedru All Blacks at home. And then prior to that game, they went away. They lost 0-1 to Bechem United. Prior to that, they came home and Kotoko beat them by 2-0. Brecum Chelsea added to their woes, beating them 3-1. And then they lost narrowly, I should say, to BBN Gold Stars. All losses.
All losses, and you look, it's just worrying. 5 games, lose all. Some you played at home, you couldn't even have it a draw.
Yeah.
Even if things are not working well for you, at least a draw will do. But loss at home, go away, loss, and it's just worrying. And today they are coming to meet up aside Basake Holy Stars. That you look at their form-wise, it's okay as compared to 11 Wonders.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Let's take a look at their last 5.
Yes.
Their last 5 matches, talking about Basake Holy Stars. And like I said, at the commencement of the season, they kept their heads above water. But I'm not too sure where and how they seem to have dwindled off a bit, Basake Holy Stars.
Yes, you look at Basake Holy Stars, and we started a league, and you could see them in the middle side. But now things are not working well for them, and they are dropping a bit. But I'm sure they are going to pick up. Especially they know what is at stake now. They see where they find themselves. They are just smelling relegation.
Yeah, they are.
Despite they are not in the red zone, they are smelling. You are on the 14th position with 20 points. The one just behind you is on the 15th. That's Bechem United with 19 points.
19 points.
And when you look at this and you tell me that Basake Holy Stars are okay, then no.
They're far from okay. They're far from okay.
Prince, you look at Hoho United having 18, Brecum Chelsea having 18, Bechem United having 19. If today Basake Holy Stars are to lose to 11 Wonders and Hoho, Brecum Chelsea and Bechem
pick up wins,
then you see Basake Holy Stars will drop into the red zone. So they shouldn't take it lightly that they are having 20 points. Oh, yes, they can still.
It's still not safe.
It's still not safe.
It's still not safe.
We are starting the second round. If they want to get out of the relegation zone, it starts now.
It starts now.
You are going to meet up a team like 11 Wonders.
Anyway, it's interesting. Look at the points from the 10th position. Young Apostles.
Yeah.
Between Young Apostles, Vision, and then Dreams, Nations, Holy Stars, that's just a point.
You caught my attention there, and even
Then
so even young apostles are not even saved.
So at least the 10 that we're seeing on our screen, I don't think they're safe. I'll cross over to Coach to take his view. But I want us to also share with our viewers the last 5 matches of Basake Holy Stars.
Yeah.
You know, let's take a look at the last 5 matches of Basake Holy Stars. Here we go. So out of the 5, it was only Dreams FC who managed to beat them by 2-0. But, Coach, at this point of the season, and these statistics are there looking at you in the face, at least for Basake Holy Stars, they are better off 2 wins, 2 draws. It's much better than their opponents who haven't picked a point in their last 5 matches.
So the first round presents 51 points at stake. And you have to grab as much as you can.
Sure.
Unfortunately, 11 Wonders decided to dash 45 for free. They dashed 45 points for free at the end of the first round of matches.
Yeah.
And for me, I do not want to look at the end results. I want to look at the inputs, the process, and the outputs.
Okay.
So let's do some small analysis here.
Sure.
How many coaches have they employed so far this season? I think it's 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think 3, yeah.
So then the problem is not coaching. Because all the 3 coaches cannot be bad coaches.
Yeah. Sure.
One of my expertise is supporting teams to move from relegation zone. Okay. I did that with Accra Athletics at Tema, and they managed to stay in the league. So it's not a problem of a coach. But I can tell you, even if Jose Mourinho is brought to 11 Wonders, they cannot survive because the fundamentals are weak. What did Coach E.A. Sapon, what did he say? That was my PE teacher at Accra Academy.
Yes. Yeah.
What did he say about 11 Wonders? He said the players they don't even have food to eat. I stand to be corrected. Alleged that the players do not have food to eat. For me, I do not want to look at the results, but I want to look at the input and the process.
Sure.
Everything clearly indicates that 11 Wonders were not ready for the league. And we are seeing
cropped up into the game.
Clear picture about that. So it's not about tactical issue, but it's more of management issue.
Okay.
And I keep saying that in football, preparation towards a match for every football, every good coach will tell you that the tactical aspect has only 30%. The rest of the 70% for your preparation has nothing to do with tactics.
I see.
It has to do with the food you eat, where you sleep, how you are managed, how you are psyched. It has nothing to do with tactics. So clearly, if a team is not doing well consistently with 51 points at stake and you've dashed 45, do not look at tactics, look at the management.
Yeah. Well, that's the grand arrival of the team we're talking about. And it's interesting to also keep in mind that these are players who, on a regular basis, would want to give their best. Unfortunately, per the explanation given by coach, and of course in reference to what other coaches have said, if the players are even struggling to keep body and soul together, how do they manage to do that within 90 minutes on the field of play, where they need the energy, they need the peace of mind, so that they can develop their game and play to the best of their ability? It has not been the same or the best for some of the teams, and clearly 11 Wonders are one of them. But again, as the players also troop into the stadium, arrive at the stadium, it also gives you a certain kind of feeling that despite the fact that we're having issues, we're also looking at turning out a certain level of performance. A performance that would be considered by many. And so it's almost always a positive prospect when you have to put on the colors of the team, get onto the field of play. And we'll be taking a look at some of the key players to watch out for, if any, between these two sides, and how these gentlemen can play a certain turnaround point for their respective clubs. Obviously, the coaches will do what they know how to do best, but like Coach Osman said, if the basics are wrong, then it makes everything wrong right from the beginning. And I'm not too sure one would want to stay in a team like this. And that is why maybe we all agree that a 6-digit point is probably what they deserve based on issues of the field of play. Or coach, I didn't put it right.
Absolutely. as for 11 wonders, mathematically they are gone.
They are gone, yeah.
So he's now left with from the 10th position to the down.
But ironically,
anybody can go.
Ironically, we've seen some of their matches, and ironically, they've got some quality players in there too.
Yeah, but it's about result. At this stage, it's about result. It's because it's a competitive league.
Sure. Yeah. 3 points is a must, as it were, and opponents would also arrive looking, good, smiles on their faces. We would want to pick up the 3 maximum valuable points, but the field definitely would determine. And so, what kind of quality, NY, if any, do these players come onto the field with? There are a few players, 1 or 2 of them, who obviously have showed that when given the opportunity, they can, play to their heart's desire.
I'll start with the home team. When you look at 11 Wonders, there is this one player in the name of Amponsa Matthew, and he is a player that has been able to churn out 3 goals for the team. That is 11 Wonders.
There you go.
13 games, 3 goals in his name. He is a player to watch for 11 Wonders, and I'm just hoping that if his teammates can just gel around him so that they can get goals and even win, then we can see that, okay, then 11 Wonders want to show us something in the second round. But the question is that not too late for them? When you look at Basake Holy Stars, obviously they have a lot of players that you can name, the likes of Prince Trinidad.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a player that very, very sweet, good player. On and off the ball, he knows how to position himself and know how to get into the box to arrive at loose balls, and he has pace. He's very good, and he's a player that I'm sure that Basake Holy Stars know that they can play around him, and he can create chances and get goals for the Basake Holy Stars team. So these are the 2 players that we'll be looking out to see if they can turn things or even do things different in the game. So we wait to see what these 2 players will bring on board.
It's unfortunate, and as Coach Osman rightly said, this is not the time where probably individual brilliance would fetch you fortunes on the field of play. It's competitive. You need the 3 points to stay, afloat, as it were. And if you're not getting the 3 points, then it's like work done 0. I'm not too sure how the coaches are also thinking and feeling the pinch of the performance of their 2 teams. But let's cross over to the stadium. The coaches are ready to talk to us. Let's take a listen to their thoughts ahead of the game.
It's the start of the second round. Your team is bottom of the table with just 6 points. What is the plan to amass enough points to stay up?
The plan is just one thing. We need to work hard and get a hair out of that place because it doesn't speak well of us.
For a team that is looking to survive in the Ghana Premier League, you've already sold one of your players, Frank Awari. Why did you take that decision?
I think there was a need for him to leave, and every department accepted it. So I don't think it's much of a worry.
Now, with the players left, how have you been able to, what kind of conversation have you had with them throughout the week as the second round is about to start in terms of surviving?
I think what we're doing right now, it's a kind of motivation because the boys have been trying, and there's something in them now we need to, discover. So we're trying to motivate them, let them understand the language. We need to be on the same page, and exactly that's what we're doing. So I'm hoping that something good will come out.
And what would it mean to get the results today against Basake Holy Stars?
It's about we going all out. We don't sleep. We sleep with our boots on. So we will get there. We are working very hard.
the team didn't start the first round very well, but since you came in, the results have changed a bit. What is the plan for the second half of the season?
Okay, I will continue what I did during the first round.
If you say what you did, what exactly did you do?
What I did was what you were saying.
But before you came in and had a conversation with the boys, what was the main issue of the team?
Okay, I think that they were lacking concentration, and then they played too much, and so I told them and I psyched them up, and they started doing well.
Today you are coming up against 11 Wonders, a team that is currently bottom of the table. Does that make it easier for Basake Holy Star?
No. We are fighting for it because as the train has taken off, forward ever, backwards never.
It's always interesting and a pleasure listening to Coach Johnson. But I tell you, during his day, his feet, his legs did most of the talking. And it's interesting to find him in a coaching spree today, and he's also going through the motions. But as he rightly said, NY, once the train has taken off, it's forward ever and backward never. I'm sure that he appreciates the fact that, yes, it's not going to be that easy. It isn't easy, as a matter of fact. But I think since he also joined the team, there's been some leverages here and there. Before I pick up your thoughts on that, both teams are set. We understand that they are ready to get into action. Before we join the action, let's take a breather. We'll be right back after this break.
Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match. Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? The stadium was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odo was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride, and you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Buy Now Pay Later policy is here to help you. For phones, bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Make a 30% deposit, and you're good to go home with your brand new phone. Also, if you want an appliance to buy, you need to make 40 to 50% deposit. Bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Additionally, you need to provide a copy of your electricity bill receipt, either soft copy or hard copy. Your banner installation because it's free. When Max buy now pay later, you need to go to our shop to do it. You can go to locations as shown on your screen. You can also call us on 0594 091 122. Shop now and pay later with ease. Max Buy, making shopping easy for you.
All right, welcome back from the break, and very soon we'll be zooming straight to the University of Ghana and Legon Stadium to bring you action in the game between Basake Holy Stars and 11 Wonders. Just gone by, we heard the two coaches, their thoughts ahead of the game, and I think the confidence is oozing clearly on the part of Basake Holy Stars. I mean, Johnson Smith was clear. He said there's no turning back. They have to move forward. There's a lot of positivity in that regard. I get the feeling that the leadership of 11 Wonders are going through the motions of playing the matches till the end of the season and then saying the final goodbye.
Of course, when you look at the body language of even their coach, and he said something about them sleeping with their boots on, but you look at where they lie themselves on the bottom of the league, 6 points, and I don't know how it couldn't transcend with sleeping with your boots on and you couldn't get the goal scoring.
Maybe they didn't get the right field.
Anyway,
because you've got different kinds of boots.
Well, let's take it like that. But yeah. You see, this is
Basake. It's so unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate. This is Basake Holy Stars that they'll be coming into this game knowing the troubles that are happening on the camp of 11 Wonders, and they are going to take advantage of it. Mind you, the first leg at Basake Holy Stars home, it ended goalless, and I'm sure Coach Johnson for Basake Holy Stars are knowing the woes that are going on in the camp of 11 Wonders. They will go all out to take the 3 points from them.
Go all out to take the 3 points from them. What kind of first 45 minutes do we envisage, Coach Osman?
Well,
looking at the circumstances,
I'm not envisaging a very interesting game because the stakes are too high.
Yeah,
it's going to be more of let me get my 3 points and go away.
Okay.
So there's not going to be time to be building up and trying to possess and create opportunities. But we would go the normal African or Ghanaian way, balloon the ball, try to get the ball into the 18 half of your opponents, and then you perform magic to see if you can score. And then it will keep on going like that till the end of the game. And to be honest, I think it will be from both sides, not only one side.
Okay.
So I'm not expecting any interesting game.
Nothing new. Let's take a look at the starting lineup of both sides, see if it causes a threat or if it poses a threat to the other side. So there's a starting lineup for you for 11 Wonders. A few names ring a bell. Felix Sakolo, Matthew Amponsa we spoke about earlier on, Desmond Achampong, Obed Ofori. Of course, Hardy will be in goal, and they will be led by Emmanuel Boateng, the captain for the side. Joining the colleagues from the bench will be Albert Frimpong, and Angel Ewula is also there, as well as Eden Kofi Asama. These are potential players who could join the fray when the going gets tough for 11 Wonders. Basake Holy Stars, goalkeeper Dubi Tai will start, captain Kofi Hagan, and then there are a few names there: Gideon Kofi Kwesen, Jacob Boazi. Of course, Prince Trinibua would spearhead their onslaught towards goal. Francis Asante, Simba Sylvester will come in with a lot of experience, of course, from his playing days at Dreams FC once upon a time. And so these are the starting 11 of the two sides as we get ourselves ready for the first 45 minutes of the game. And we are expecting, of course, the two sides to battle at each other. Coach Osman believes that there will be no time for formation, game plan. There is one-way traffic. get into the opponent's territory, create the magic, as he said, and see whether you can get in the goals. For Basake Holy Stars, I'm sure that Coach Johnson would want to see a much more purposeful build-up towards the game. And of course, he knows that he's got some tough contenders to play with or to play against in the second half. And so clearly for Coach Johnson, I would want to think that he would want to play the cautious approach before the game will end. Anyway, final prediction, at least as far as the first 45 is concerned?
Well, we'll see Basake Holy Stars trying to just capitalize on 11 Wonders in the first half, to kill the game in the first half before they even get in the second half. So for me, I feel Basake Holy Stars will get it done in the first half.
Coach?
No, like I
no
said,
plan, no formation.
Yes, but it should be clear, Senior, that's not what I'm saying they should play with. But that's what I'm expecting.
Yes, that's what you're expecting.
Before I realize my mentors will start calling me and saying, "Are you the one saying they should kick the ball and go and perform match?"
Certainly not. Certainly.
That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm expecting.
All right. So viewers will be joining the action pretty shortly. Our team of commentators are ready to bring us the first 45 minutes of the game between 11 Wonders and Basake Holy Stars. Sit back, relax, enjoy the first 45. We'll join you again at halftime.
Hello everybody, it's a 3:30 kickoff here at the Legon Stadium. It's match week 18 of the Ghana Premier League, and 11 Wonders up against Basake Holy Stars. Not really a good story there for 11 Wonders in the Premier League. Now they hope to turn ambition into action in one of the most exciting games expected to see there. The players are already out there and looking forward to one of the most difficult moments there for 11 Wonders. It hasn't really been a very topsy-turvy times for them in the Premier League. 3-2 defeat there to BBN Gold Stars, summing up their woes in the Premier League this season, sitting bottom of the Premier League with just 6 points there, and coming up against 14th place Basake Holy Stars, who certainly have also seen a tremendous improvement in their performance, and they come up here this afternoon against a side that is looking for some bit of redemption there. But the difficult story obviously will be how 11 Wonders will be able to move themselves out from the difficult situation they find themselves right now and get themselves back on into some winning ways there. It's been one of the roller coaster performances there for them, but it is going to be a story that will be told here after 90 minutes of football.
Well, it's going to be very much exciting. We're looking forward to the very best when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. But the flow from 11 Wonders will be very much not appreciated if they continue this second round. There's the start of a new round. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to picking maximum points here. A lot of negatives with the team, but hopefully turning out the right results could be very much pivotal to their success.
Well, 11 Wonders currently 18th in the standings with 6 points. Now coming up against their 14th place Basake Holy Stars, who have accumulated 20 points so far this season. 11 Wonders have struggled this season with a high 76% loss rate there. But for Basake Holy Stars, they've shown better form with 6 losses out of 9 away matches there. Very incredible performance there from Basake Holy Stars.
Well, they've been wonderful, and it takes a very good coach to bring that one out of them. The technical handlers they have been really positive.
Interesting story there for Basake Holy Stars there, but 11 Wonders have made just 2 changes from their defeat there to BPN Gold Stars. Kenneth Owusu out there and replaced by Issa Mohammed, and Kofi Asamoah also out for Matthew Amponsa. 2 changes they've made, and looking forward to seeing how the team will be able to pick up the pieces together there and the response they want to give to this game against Basake Holy Stars.
Well, clearly, look at their team. The absence of Felix Okolo would be very much pivotal, and head coach Emmanuel Edu will be very much questioning how he's going to put together the team. But with Captain Emmanuel Mw18 in that midfield and Mela and the likes, they should be able to match up in trying to replicate the solidity they had in midfield with Are, who has joined Suadro All Blacks.
Referee Latif Adari Abdul there will be assisted by Akogri Theophilus, and of course you're looking forward to Bolu Charles there. And Latif Adari really is one coach who's having his 5th game of the season, having already officiated 4 games in the Ghana Premier League. Basake Holy Stars enter this game with some changes there, with 5 players who definitely are going to sit on the bench there. Hagan Kofi is out for Elim Johnny, and of course also making some changes there with Lawrence Gatse replacing Francis Oteng. And so also not playing a part in this game there is Francis Osei Owusu, who is now in for Gideon Kwanzaa. Also changed there is Gabriel Apia sitting out there for George Kisi.
Well, this is a very good team. Richmond Sumia definitely will be causing a lot more problems. And under this gaffer who understands how to put together teams, the likes of Prince Chonebua, Kofi Hagan, and Gabriel Apia in that midfield are expected to create a lot more for Kwesi and Kofi Gideon on the right-hand side of the attack. They're a team that builds lots of play down the flanks and get inside with lots of crosses. Hopefully, they would be able to get the better of this 11 Wonders team who haven't really proven enough defensive solidity.
So you have a change in terms of performance in there for Basake and 11 Wonders. So definitely going to be a very difficult moment there, but 11 Wonders in their yellow outfit and their bench are looking on to this game. So it's going to be a story where they intend to change a lot of the narratives. But the most interesting bit of the game here this afternoon is the fact that the teams have to work hard. Basake Stars have also seen under 2.5 goals in 3 of the last 3 away matches there in terms of win rates in the Premier League. And 11 Wonders also do have under 2.5 goals that were scored in 1 of their matches there in the last 1 match against Basake Stars. So in terms of win probability, there's those who are looking at Basake Stars as a side that's likely to pick up interesting wins there in terms of how they've been able to put themselves in the Premier League. Well, 11 Wonders promotion into the Premier League was seen as a very exciting moment there for the side and of course for the fans. Well, so almost everything is set there for 11 Wonders and Basake Stars, and this is a match where the home side is looking to change a lot of a narrative there, but at the Legon Stadium where they played most of their matches, the story hasn't really been exciting for them. They did have some incredible performances there. The side that is seen to have played emphasis on teamwork, often relying on collective efforts rather than individual stardom. 11 Wonders. They built a reputation of giant killers in the Premier League there, and so now they start the attack beautifully there in the box now. Wonders may have the first goal, but a very poor play there. And you definitely are looking to seeing how they were unable to get the first goal in this game.
That was quite poor there from Prince Chonebua, who was put through. Very intelligent pass, but the final delivery, that was quite disappointing from Prince Chonebua. He just offered the goalkeeper less stress in picking that ball up. Easy save any day.
Only Stars looking to get the very first goal. I did speak about the fact that in terms of win probability, they look a side that might have been or may get a chance to get the very first goal in this game, and they have Prince Chonebua just stealing his way through the defense. A shot by 11 Wonders in this game. Hakim Miller and Kenneth Owusu. The first corner kick of the day going to Wonders, being headed out there by Felix Akolo. Picked up beautifully by Wating Emmanuel, but losing possession now. Now allow the captain for the side to pick the pieces. But Hagan Kofi also playing a part in the game. But you again are looking at how 11 Wonders are able to allow Basake Stars to steal their way through the middle. And Desmond Champon also playing as the left full back there for 11 Wonders this afternoon. Go back to goalkeeper Hardy Obeng. And of course, you're looking at Dubi Kasitechi also in there. Oh, he's looking for some fluid play there. Lovely piece of work now coming through from Basake Stars. Now possession here, and again a very feeble shot there coming through from Emmanuel Kwame. Again, to attempt to get the first goal.
That was quite a very decent pass. You were expecting that Simba Sylvester was going to leave it for Emmanuel Kwame the first time. But poor communication between the two. But the scrap lacked that sort of power to beat goalkeeper Hardy Obeng. It's been quite interesting now. Holy Stars are spreading play. They're just running the ball through the channels, and 11 Wonders are struggling how to just keep this in these early minutes of the game.
Quality play now from Basake Holy Stars. Possession quickly picked up beautifully. Joseph Jumo. And possession back now to Holy Stars. Couldn't quite get to the players. Hagen here. Spreading play down to the right-hand side. And not able to pick up the pieces as they expect them. But it's obviously going to be a very tough battle there between the two teams. Hagen here for Holy Stars. Session back to Jacob Boisy, and now they have to spread play down into the defensive line. Quickly headed down by Kenneth Owusu. Takes possession once again for 11 Wonders. And now here comes ten-shirted Emmanuel Mw18, the captain.
I think that lots will be expected from him in the absence of Arera. He has to drop deep. He's the most creative player in the team. Now, aside Arera, who's been transferred, certainly judging from his performance in the Division 1 League prior to their qualification, was just brilliant. We've seen less of him this season. Hopefully, he turns up as the club looks for a resurgence.
Wonders on the offensive. Well, quickly stopped in the tracks by Gabriel Apia. And here come the play from the wings from Basake. And again, looking on beautifully and trying to go around two players. Lovely piece of work for Sentin here, but it's being stopped beautifully. Jumo. And Gideon Grayson was again moving in with a lot of wing skills and looking to hit the ball into the goalkeeper's path. And it was stopped there.
Well, he wanted a bit of movement from Richmond Somia. I didn't give him that option to make that quick pass. A clever interception coming in there from the safer Jumo. The right place at the right time to cut that supply.
You talked about the supply there for 11 Waters going with a 4-1-4 formation. And Holy Stars staying out with the 4-2-3-1, expecting to have a lot of movement in midfield. And you have a very poor play there from Basake, where 11 Wonders. And Muna was expected to pick up the round there, but decided to stay put.
That was quite a poor pass there coming from Emmanuel Mw18, the captain. Matthew Mponsa was expecting it to go a bit wide.
And there you have them again, going forward, Prince Trinidad. Cutting in with the right. Trinidad again has been stopped there by Captain Emmanuel Mw18. Can't see too many of those works there by the home side. Haven't really created any of the chances expected in the game.
I think that was some clattering there into his man. But unfortunately, Ralph tried to pick up that ball, but unfortunately for him, he got into the path of Emmanuel Kwame.
Here comes the captain for Holy Stars, spreading play down the right-hand side. He was waiting in the ball there to pounce on any loose opportunities. Simba Sylvester, but couldn't quite get to it now. William Dankwa for Wonders.
Was one of the most enterprising players. You'd expect him together with Matthew Mponsa to create lots of opportunities.
Here they come again with a chance. Muna hitting the ball down to the body of a Holy Stars player, and now they have to lose possession. And again, it's going to be a foul here.
It's quite a silly decision coming in from Desmond Champo. You're expecting him to be a bit quicker with that approach, but his first touch letting him down in the process. Very good gather once again coming in from Gabriel Apia. He's expected to do a lot more of the mop-ups in midfield. And he just distinguished himself with the first one there.
Here they go again. Again, defensive errors. That's been the bane of 11 wonders in the Premier League. Basake Holy Stars have kept 7 clean sheets in the league this season, with goalkeeper Dubi Kasi Techi having 6 clean sheets in the Premier League. And yet they go again inside the box, and goalkeeper comes out to spill it out, but Hardy gets back again.
Thanks to Simba Sylvester with his experience from Dreams FC, expected to get in a lot more of the quality balls. Good defensive work coming in from Kenneth Osubuache. Very much experienced. There's no way he was going to allow Simba get past him.
He was having some bit of a work, lot of speed, and Johnny Boy again leaving the ball down straight to Simba Sylvester, and as we pushed away for a throw-in. Well, in terms of the performance, the 11 Wonders have had some costly errors, and I really have extended to their 6 games in terms of defeating the Premier League with just 6 points from 17 games. They certainly sit 14th, and of course 13 points from safety. Certainly, there's a lot of gaps there in terms of how they intend to pick themselves from the pieces.
It's going to be quite a Herculean task. Looking at the Ghana Premier League, for you to escape relegation, you need to get at least a minimum of 41 points. You currently have 6 points.
Yeah, that's a surprise story there. With 28 goals conceded, the 11 Wonders, the most in the Premier League.
They've been so porous.
And so far, Basake Holy Stars have conceded 12 goals in the Premier League. Well, the home form also offered no refuge there for them. So a win today there for 11 Wonders certainly will have to change a lot of their hopes in terms of how they stay in the Premier League. You know, teams are not really far away from relegation there in terms of the Premier League point build-up so far. In terms of those who are looking to win the Premier League title and those sitting at the bottom there, except to say the 11 Wonders, sometimes you don't want to write them off, but very difficult situation there for them, this team.
What is quite unfortunate for them is in as much as they may try to win games to pick themselves up, they're far off the other teams in the midsection and even close by the relegation zone. I'm not sure as you win, other teams will be dropping points.
The fast scoreless between 11 Wonders and Holy Stars. And it's been very tough in terms of how the two teams are looking to pick up their defensive strategies. Again, he's been one of the most busiest players on the pitch there, Prince Chineboa. He's got 2 of those runs, tricky runs into the box, Chineboa.
He's actually being the live wire for the team. Team loves to play through him. I think that was too much aggression coming in there from Obedo Fori.
Well, again, Adari coming into the shadows there, but the players have been able to deal with the situation. There's going to be a foul here, and there's a player known as Matthew Amponsa.
I think that is a bit of frustration there. 11 Wonders not allowing Basake Holy Stars to flow like Johnson Smith expects. I think on the opposite side, Emmanuel Ledo will be very much happy with the side.
Hakim Miller. Well, indeed, Hakim Miller was with Wa So Nante in Zone 1 last season and moved to 11 Wonders. He's been really one of the stalwarts at the back there for 11 Wonders. Chineboa trying to cut it to the right there. And switching play down to the far side again. It's been cleverly cleared away. 11 Wonders. And that was a lovely piece of work there from Kenneth Owusu.
Also watch with some quality play there. There was no way he was going to allow that ball get past him. Very good clearance there. Very unorthodox way of getting a pass.
Well, opportunity going into the box, a little cut back into the right and the left. And again, possession lost. Again, you talk about this game, and it's been really difficult and tight there in midfield, how the two teams are looking to move in. And Trinidad here giving a chance. Trinidad cutting well. Oh, Trinidad certainly was trying to hit the ball to the top corner there, but couldn't really get the power right. And that was a lovely work there from Basake Holy Stars.
Can clearly see had you been for making complaint. The defense was just too loose, allowing that ball. Trinidad picked it up just at the edge of the penalty area. Outwitted his man. He just needed to take his time. But the pressure from Joseph Edujumo forcing him to take the shot earlier than he would have expected. Try to aim for the top right corner.
Oh, they've had seen plenty of the balls there, Holy Stars. To say that they haven't utilized any of the opportunities except over Trinidad. Possession here down to Kwame. And Trinidad again will be looked up for here, but possession to Simba. And looking to put one with the left. Finds Trinidad again. Goes round. Oh, lovely piece of West Simba here. And it's going to be a Holy Stars who've seen plenty of possession and plenty of the ball just in the half of 11 Wonders, but they haven't really quite gone into the areas they're looking for. Good work down from Matthew Mw18.
Very good work there from Matthew Mw18, getting his side out of that defensive mood. With that flick, there's pressure of them. They're struggling. It'll take some time before Emmanuel Boateng adjusts to the central midfield playing brilliance that was offered by Frank Aware. Let us see, the intent was clear for there from William Jr. It's been virtually a holiday for Dubi Kasi. That's been the problem of 11 Wonders. They haven't really tested goalkeepers in attack. They're very listless. They offer virtually no threat at all centrally.
Tell you what, you look at the last 6 games of the two sides there. Vivian Gold Stars winning away from home by 3-2 there, but Brecon Chelsea beating 11 Wonders by 3-1. At least in that game they came and equalized, but eventually losing by 3-1, and 11 Wonders again at home losing to Kotoko by 2-0. And also losing to Bechem United away from home by 1-0, and then eventually also going on at home losing to All Blacks by 2-0. But the only win there for them was a surprise win of 2-0 against Dreams FC.
That was quite an interesting game, and that was the first game Emmanuel Edu took charge of the team. It was quite a superb performance there, curtailing every threat of Dreams and letting the quality come to bear with one excellent corner kick and then one brilliantly worked goal. Since then, they've gone back to sleep.
Another ball sent into the far post there, but again, it's the offside flag has already been seen by the assistant referee, Theophilus Zakugri. Oh, Basake Holy Stars, they lost to, well, again, this is the offside call against 11 Wonders.
Yeah, Kolo was too quick. Just had to time his run. Unfortunately for him, he moved too early. They're gradually coming into the game.
Yeah, I mean, they've seen some of the balls there right in front of Holy Stars. It hasn't really been the best of performance. Play Trinidad here, and wins a corner kick. Again, is one of the most the creepy crawler there for Basake Holy Stars. And just look at how he went past his marker, Joseph Jumo. Just really hard to overstretch there to save the situation. Here comes Trinidad again. Right in front of him, looking for a pass. There's Gabriel Pia by his side to hit the ball in. Has been cleared by Desmond Champong. Possession back to the man in yellow. Here comes Emmanuel Kwame. Oh, he's looking to look for some bit of space. Chris in here looks for a shot, a very feeble one.
Off target as well. Not threatening enough. The goalkeeper had your for. Expected some more precision from that effort. And he's just moving quite so much inches away from the goalpost.
Felix Collins just have been in a very upside position.
Seems to be in a rush to get into the final third of the pitch. But he needs to time his run there a bit close. Holy Stars need to be careful. They may not be lucky all the time.
What a 6 matches played there by the visitors, or Holy Stars. Well, again, you do see how they have to marshal the forces against All United by beating them by 2-0. And again, drawing away from home against Medama SC. That was a big of a surprising result there for Basake Holy Stars. They had to score first, and Medama had to really work hard and come in at the death of the game to equalize.
They're quite a difficult team to play against. The limit of positions and make it difficult for you. I think the quality of Medama is just too much for them. They always find ways, the kind of quality they have to get past teams.
Tell you the some of the games that they've picked up wins there. They beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko by 2-1. They had to also beat Samatex by 2-0. They drew goalless with the Aduana Stars, and then also beat Nations by 1-0. And that tells you how they have been very competitive in this particular Premier League. Initially, it didn't start pretty well for them, but they had to come in pretty hard with a switch of tactical decisions. Good play now, and you're also expecting Simba to pick that ball there, but again, a quality piece of work there from Richmond Somia.
So a lot of questions there. Holy Stars getting through into very crucial positions, but that was very good gather there by Mela. He read the situation well. Was stitching time saving them.
A color here. Chance beautifully. Lifts the ball up here. Was looking for Dankwa. Recycled back. And it's going to be Dubi Teshi to pick it up here. Ken in a hurry to the ball's in. And just giving it out. We're halfway through the first half already in this game. 11 Wonders have been pinned back by Holy Stars. And that's the difficulty they have in terms of moving deep in and Ponsa here.
The quality seems to be the problem. 11 Wonders, you can clearly see the coaching pattern from Emmanuel Edu. But execution seems to be the problem with them, and it continuously gets a bit frustrated for coaches if the hard work doesn't really, achieve the results intended.
One situation there for the bench of 11 Wonders. They're expecting to see a lot of work there. Well, there's only one win there for 11 Wonders in the Premier League. Last 6 games, the only win was against Dreams FC. Apart from that, they've lost a lot of the games they played at home. And for Basake Holy Stars on the road there, they've had to only draw 2 of their 6 away matches. And losing 4, and yet comes another foul by the captain, Hagan.
It was quite late
against,
there.
William Dankwa.
It was quite late there. Wanted to get that challenge back. Dankwa just quickly got in front of him, but resultant free kick wasted. Lots of giveaways from this game from both teams.
Well, the Premier League so far, in terms of how they play, they have had 92% in terms of shots break by 11 Wonders. And just compared to Basake Holy Stars, who had 108 shots in a game in the Premier League. The interesting bit of it again is the fact that they've had 66% of their shots off target, 11 Wonders, as against 34% of them would have been on target. Yet another very standoffish foul here. And this is a foul here on the man known as Muna, who last season played for Young Apostles. And that's the foul here. Ooh, that's a yellow card offense against the captain, Hagan. That's it.
That was quite a nasty challenge coming in there from Hagan. He hurriedly wanted to make that clearance, but he was late to that ball. The captain of the team, he should be making the best of decisions. You can see him battling down on the turf. Went in strong with that challenge, but seemed to have come off worse.
Stay on the referee. Talk about referee Adari. He's given the first yellow card of the afternoon to Hagan, the captain for Holy Stars. And this is the 15th yellow card by referee Latif Adari in his 5th game in the Premier League. Prior to this game, he's given 14 yellow cards. And those matches include that of Kerala United and the Diona Stars, Gold Stars and Hearts of Lions, 11 Wonders and All Blacks, and Kotoko Bechem United. And the highest yellow cards he gave in 2 games was against Gold Stars and Hearts of Lions, where he gave 4 yellow cards. 11 Wonders and All Blacks get 4 yellow cards. And this is the very first yellow card he's given in this game between 11 Wonders and Holy Stars, making 15 yellow cards so far in his 5 games he's officiated in the Premier League.
That is an average 3 yellow cards every game, and I think that is pretty, okay for the kind of ragged play we see, the kind of aggression that we see.
Played out set to the right-hand side, expecting the ball to whip Dane again. Eluding was everybody. And Simba would have to do the mop it up, pick up pieces now for Racing to move forward. Cleared away. Felix Akolo again bundled down for another free kick. The left foot, left-hand side.
It's really been tormenting Holy Stars team. I think that Francis Asante just had to put his body right in the way to prevent him from advancing.
In terms of percentage of how the teams have played, with Holy Stars who had 57% of their shots off target, as compared to 43% of that being on target. Free kick taken. Oh, and the referee already seeing a little bit of a push in the box. But you're talking about the average in terms of shots on target and off target by the 2 sides.
I think that it's actually poor and it runs across the league. I expect a lot more being on target. I expect a lot more quality, a lot more precision, but that hasn't been the case. You can clearly see there was a push there from Akolo right there. And the decision making from the 2 teams hasn't really been, impressive. Even though Holy Stars have managed to get into the final third a number of times, the decision in the final third hasn't really been of great quality. That is a bit questionable. I'm sure the coach himself would be happy with what he's seen so far.
Simba. Kind of.
That is clearly an example of what I was talking about. They actually need to be finding themselves. That hasn't been the case. You'd expect to see some more conviction in the final third of the pay, decision making being prudent. It looks like they find themselves thinking, rethinking, trying to rethink the game. in the final moment, and that is not appreciable.
I'll tell you what, Johnson Smith has been one of the effective coaches in the Premier League. Once upon a time with Kotoko, he's also worked with lots of clubs from the lower divisions into the Premier League. He's always been seen as a team, the coach that is always magically is able to get teams out of relegation zones and also move them and qualify them to the Premier League from the lower divisions.
That is quite impressive from him. If you remember the Karela United dominance at home in England, say 51 matches from the lower division to the Premier League. It was masterminded by Johnson Smith. They only lost when he left the club to take over as assistant to Max Oknedu with Asante Kotoko.
I'll tell you what, he earned a name for that,
yeah,
for always qualifying teams from the lower division to the Premier League.
And his recent qualification was bringing Nations FC to the Ghana Premier League
as well. Basake Stars have managed just one win in their last 26 away games in the Premier League.
You clearly see the displeasure on the faces of the assistant coaches of.
With half an hour played, it's still 11 Wonders 0, Basake Stars 0. Two players already on the yellow card. Francis Asante also booked. The Wonders have scored 12 goals in the Premier League, with Matthew Amponsa scoring 3, Daniel Lomote on 2, Eden Kofi Asamoah 2 goals, and William Danko as well also scored 2 goals. 7 players have contributed to the 12 goals they've scored in the Premier League. That's a yellow card confirmation. Dankwa pushing the ball to Akoli on the left-hand side, looking to swing one into the box, and Asante concedes a corner kick.
That was a very intelligent play there coming in there from Emmanuel Mw18, the captain, picking the ball from deep inside the center circle, advancing and leaving that ball. And expect a better pass from William Dankwa. Felix Akolo did his best to try putting that cut back. And it was stopped. The sequence of play building up from defense has been impressive, but the final decision is a problem.
58% of ball possession there to Holy Stars, to 42% to Wonders.
It's not quite surprising they've been the dominant side. Wonders started coming into the game after the opening 10 minutes, and it's been the case.
Dankwa here. Here comes Akolu with a ball into the box. Precise bit into it.
You see, that was the heavy charge there coming in there from Matthew Mpuntas, diminutive as he is, rising, getting onto the back of Emmanuel Kwame. He was eager to get onto that, but that was always tearing away from him. Kwame Ama.
Again, 19 fouls so far, 11 for Holy Stars and 8 for Wonders.
It's another chance going to begin. You look at Holy Stars, they'll be quite disappointed with the sort of control they've had in midfield and in the final third, but haven't made very good decisions in getting the ball on target a lot more times. Hadi Obin Fueje has been virtually on a holiday, hasn't really been tested. You see, that's quite a displeasure, and they know they're far more better than what they've offered.
Here comes the foul again by Towusu. It's been a very quiet afternoon by the two sides.
I think that was too much of a heavy charge there from Moses Arthur on the Ralph Muna.
Yeah, Asante intercepting the ball here.
The idea was clever. You could clearly see it was more like a casual pass. It was well intercepted by Francis Asante. A needless challenge there, needless sliding tackle from Obedo Fori. So many giveaways. Hassan has been awful. I'm sure two sets of teams will not be happy without even giving the ball away so many times, unforced.
Here comes some Ponsa. He just got the ball out of play, and so certainly going to be a bit of a concern there to the coach, Emmanuel Edu. I was expecting to see a lot of changes there in terms of the play. Well, in the game against Go Stars, they had to score 2 of the goals there.
Yeah.
But ended up losing by 3-2.
It was quite an interesting game, pinning the champions.
Here comes Quasin with a left foot. Quasin!
Now struck with more confidence, a lot more conviction. He knew exactly where he was. Just that it was always rising, and goalkeeper Hadi Benford knew was going to rise. Poor midfield defensive work there. But good hits there from Gideon Quasin. The left-footed player was trying to cut in. Maybe the coaches require a lot more from him.
The coach trying to tell the players how to ping the ball among themselves, and not to concede needless foul just in front of the box.
I'm not sure he's been impressed with how they've just been giving the ball away, and decisions when to release the ball was also being a bit questionable.
Yeah, the referee just calling that to be a foul.
I think Adari doesn't want the game to be too physical.
They've seen a lot of fouls that's committed in the box, especially in the midfield areas, and it's been overly physical, and it's already a yellow card, Egan.
It needs to be very much careful.
Yeah.
That was too much energy in that. It's a bit robust, but sure, players on yellow cards take some caution.
The boy has been overly quiet this time, not been given a chance to find his way out. And the dominance of Holy Star sometimes a little bit coming in here. It's going to be Dankwa, comes up against Arthur. Arthur gets the upper hand, trying to drill his way through into the middle there. Hagen. And here comes Apia, switching play, racing, and tension Richmond Somia. Here comes Quasin on the flanks. Just right in front of him is Desmond. Here comes Asante. Ball into the box there with the left foot. Goalkeeper Hardy just allowed the ball to roll over for a goal kick.
There's another wasted effort there. Poor delivery coming in once again. When you have lots of players in the box, you expect to hit the ball to try get a target.
Somia got his name as Jay-Z.
We'll quite see it a lot more times in other leagues, but it's interesting to see it here.
Well, again, they try to get a decision by the referee to be that of a penalty, but it just seemed that to be a legal tackle there, and so rather foul Asante, and that will not be given as we approach the half time of this game.
Nshakola himself was not expecting it. There were no complaints virtually from him. Francis Asante showing a lot more strength, making sure that he covered that ball and won it cleanly inside the penalty area.
Oh, lovely piece of work now. And Simba just overrunning himself and not be able to get the ball.
Very intelligent play there coming in from Cheneboa. Brilliant pass there. It was quite a late run coming from Emmanuel Kwame the left back. Sure, he was expecting that pass. By the time he realized it was late, good rid of the ball from Hardy or Binfo and coming out to pick it. That was the goalkeeper coming out to save his team right there.
With just 5 minutes to go, they're still goalless. 11 wonders. And the Holy Stars, both sides are just struggling to see what they can do. Both teams lost their match day 17 games.
It's actually another poor challenge coming in. Moses Arthur knew there was no way he was going to get to that ball. Narauf taking time, reading the situation. Trying to just get past this man. But unfortunately, he was blocked right there. You could see the reaction from Johnson Smith. Very much peeved. The two players lying in the turf. Look at Rauf. Took his time. And Arthur just had to hold him. Can understand why. Latif Adari seemed to have picked out the yellow card. So Miller getting some talking to Hakeem Miller from his coach. He expects him to be the one to start play. Sure, most of the fans are waiting for that goal.
Yeah.
That would at least spark some excitement among them.
Jimo really much worried that they have not been able to move forward.
Obviously, you can understand him. He has to stay back. The threat from Sylvester Simba and Prince Trinidad on his side. He cannot afford to leave lots of spaces behind him.
There's a yellow card once again to Moses Arthur.
There was no way he was going to escape that.
3 players already from Holy Stars have been booked in the game. That should be a bit of a worrying situation there to the coach.
That was quite a poor challenge coming in from Moses Arthur, giving the foul away. It's quite needless. He couldn't read the situation. There was no way he was going to escape that booking from Latif.
Whipped into the box and cleared away.
So
a lovely play by from Chineboa. Turns away from 2 players. Chineboa goes in there. Chineboa! And once again, feebly shot into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Hardy.
The poor decisions, he couldn't strike it properly. It lacked that power, it lacked any precision. He couldn't place it. Played it right into the hands of the goalkeeper. Clever touch from him. Flicking it past Miller. His pace was not questionable. In that area, as a forward, you expect him to hit the target, force the goalkeeper to make much more crucial save than he could have done. Sylvester Simba was also running into a very good position, and you'd expected him to at least lay that pass or the play for him to tap home. Number of poor decisions being made by Chineboa there. He's been brilliant so far, but he's been let down by his final decision making.
Play, ball stretching into the box now, looking for Dankwa. He's able to be located. Nobody there to connect home. And Colley just going in there, but an opportunity for 11 Wonders to get the first goal here. And again, it's going to be a very difficult moment there for the tie to see what he can do. Just overhitting the ball just behind him, and reason he was not able to connect home.
Interesting piece of play there coming from William Dankwa, getting past this man easily, sent in that effort, but it was too high, and the on-Russian Felix Akolo couldn't have the best of touches to that ball. It was quite hit with too much power. There was no way anyone was going to get to that.
We're doing 2 minutes of additional time in this match week 18 fixture between 11 Wonders and Holy Stars.
That's another wasteful pass there. Played into no man's land. Goalkeeper given possession away, unforced.
Racing once again stops in his tracks. And flag up here for an offside. Hardy just doing an overtime. Stopping the balls.
The Sylvester Simba certainly worried. They've had a number of opportunities they should have been up. Now,
Simba. Looking for Chinibua. Look at Chinibua here. Hardy is able to deal with it, but the flag had already gone up.
very good run there coming in there from Chinibua, but I was expecting that pass to come in much more earlier than it was delivered. He's quick, he's smart, he's sharp. They expect to release the ball much more quicker. I think Simba held on to the ball for far too long.
He's trying to find spaces, and the difficulty is you're not able to create a lot of chances. One of the things that happens in this game is just when teams are low on chances, sometimes it becomes difficult for them to deal with it. Well, so it's come to a stalemate in the first 45 minutes, where Holy Stars and 11 Wonders have tried to create their own momentum in the game there, but the action still stays very still, and there may be questions, opportunities, there may be Chinibua's tricky rounds into the box, and Akoli has had some chances there, but haven't really located the goalpost. But this is a game where both teams are struggling to find the 3 points and maybe to hit the back of the net at the 45 minutes of play here at the Legon Stadium. And so this a moment where you come back with tactical changes there. 11 Wonders 0, Holy Stars 0, half time.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Like a dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me say, oh yeah, come on. Let me hear you.
Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match. Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He
terrorize defenses with his dribbles. No, don't worry. His scrimmage, the stadium. Basake for the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Buy now, pay later policy is here to help you. For phones, bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Make a 30% deposit, and you are good to go home with your brand new phone. Also, if you want an appliance to buy, you need to make 40 to 50% deposit. Bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Additionally, you need to provide a copy of your electricity bill receipt, either soft copy or hard copy. Your banner be delivered by installation because it's free. When Max buy now pay later, you need to go to our shop to do it. You can go to locations as shown on your screen. You can also call us on 0594 091 122. Shop now and pay later with ease. Max Buy, making shopping easy for you.
You're probably wondering how Ebo got here. Oh, Ebo. You see, Ebo is not a bad guy. He's got plans. Big plans. But there's just one small problem. His wallet didn't get the memo. So he decides to take a shortcut. That was a bad idea. And that's how he found himself sitting across area champion, the great Abu Kayoyo. Let's just say, not every quick fix fixes everything. But with a Stanbic loan, he gets the upgrade he needs and the freedom to actually breathe. With a Stanbic loan, the only thing chasing you are your dreams.
Aromatizing powder, achi baby ashe. See ana mi koto media wa ati shop I went in
Make that say, Mommy Aromat, I wash up and you know. Hey, Mama G, also use Aromat.
Papa, spices flavor no, garlic, jenny, kekedro, and other mixed spices for mu, and a chicken flavor no. And one I may use it.
Now some person when you jollof, light soup, chicken, stew, and also spaghetti Italian poor. Aromat seasoning powder. This is some way behind the demo.
Hey, Daddy. Men noa ediane keke. For Aromat noa nenye de.
FDA aje adwade nkrato ya to me.
Someone say yo. My cat they use Kojak quality oral care product. Today Kojak charcoal toothpaste. None of most my head. Fanano ma'am.
Hey, Mrs. Akwano. Oh no. I can't say. Now won't take Kojak PNF toothpaste. Any of my mouthwash no. Ye free hanum say ya kona kope bito. Esan sen ho nye na kra. E bo wo mo se tai fenfen mo se de ye wona.
Ane, emfa won se endia agro kra. E free say e betumi aha wodachi. Ni senti ni de Kojak oral care abedwa so ne demo shonko. Kojak charcoal toothpaste, Kojak regular fluoride toothpaste, Kojak P, any Kojak F toothpaste, and then the mouthwash no. Tusumre kana kwaje wodie. Efri se Kojak niema die, eye quality keke. Upe biato a ubenya bi wo Ranko Pharmacy eye Kojak for retail pharmacy ewo East Legon American House. UBA Bank no nchen hwa. FDA agi edwadie nkratu yi atum.
Ojam oil.
About you keep a video.
Mia Sankofa, pepper soup where you know what, pepper Sankofa, Sankofa pepper powder, a sheshe raw. Sankofa pepper powder, Sankofa pepper powder.
Sankofa pepper powder, 100% natural. Ojawom DDA.
FDA Ejedi Nkratu Yatu.
Welcome back into the studios here at Max TV. Thank you very much for your time. We just returned from the University of Ghana Stadium where Basake Holy Stars and their opponents, 11 Wonders, are battling to it. Interesting first half. We saw a couple of chances coming the way of both sides, but they could not utilize it. And of course, they're also showing keen interest in wanting to win the game after 90 minutes. Let's go back to the stadium and pick up an interview during halftime from the technical bench. We'll come back to the studio and digress.
Coach of Basake Holy Stars, Rashad Musa. Coach, I mean, you've created all the better chances. How come you've not been able to score?
Well, I think, let me say overconfidence, because when Chudibua had the early chance, he thought he scored already. So only for him to see the goalkeeper getting the ball from him. So it was a surprise that the ball didn't enter the net.
You've done your bit. Second 45 minutes, what needs to change for you to win this one?
Yeah, I think we need to make a couple of changes because some of the boys are down, and then we need to bring them out and bring in another fresh legs that can give us all what we need in this game.
Well, wish you all the best for the second 45 minutes.
All right, so it was neatly and nicely explained in plain, simple language. They created the chances, as I said earlier on, just failed to utilize them. Coach, when it happens like this, and your colleague has indicated that you need to bring in some fresh legs. Is it the legs that are tired, or it is the psyche of the players knowing that they are playing against a team where they should find it easy to win?
You've asked a very interesting question. And that reminds me of Coach Sike Akono.
Okay.
He would always say, leg on, leg on, leg on. It means you have to start using your legs.
Okay.
But I have a scenario.
Okay.
If you have a very good car, very, very, very good car, and then you also have, but you don't have a good driver, and you fuel the car and the car doesn't know where it is going, would we get any good results?
No.
For me, really, it's not about fresh legs. It's about what formation are you playing, what tactics are you using. You can bring in the fresh legs and still do not have directions. Because I would not say overconfidence for that mistake that their player did. I would rather say he lacks what we call in football composure. Because that could have been a goal. I mean, easily. So he was not composed. He didn't know when to shoot. He didn't know when to move with the ball, and I will not be surprised even if his eyes were closed at the time he was kicking the ball. So for me, really, it's not about fresh legs, but it's about what are the legs going to do? How are the legs going to leg on in the game? So for me, that's what matters, and not the issue of fresh legs.
Anyway, it's getting a lot more dicey for 11 Wonders. I mean, they're trying to keep their heads above water. They are trying to play according to coaches' instructions, etc. But it seems or looks like there is something fundamentally missing in the build-up for 11 Wonders. I mean, you've got the players. Yes, there are 11 players on the field of play. There are one or two who have showed a lot more flamboyance. But again, it looks like the plan is not working.
Plan is not working. Everything seems off for the home side, 11 Wonders. And it's just a shame that a team, 11 Wonders, cannot even pick up 1, 2, 3 passes together.
Okay.
To even
I'll come back to you, NY. But of course, viewers, these are the highlights from the first 45 minutes. NY can continue.
Yeah. So, 11 Wonders are making things shambolic for themselves, not being able to keep about 1, 2, 3 passes together to even see how their build-up is, to even progress and see if they can even create chance and to even score.
Okay.
That is a shame for 11 Wonders. And similarly, I look at Basake Holy Stars too, and I'm just surprised that with the chances that they have gotten, they've not been able to utilize it.
Yeah.
And coach made a statement about the player up front who had that chance. Composure is something.
I couldn't agree with him more.
Yes,
I mean, if he had taken his time, kept his eye on the prize.
If you want to be a world-class striker, these are some of the adjectives or attributes that you need to have within you. Keeping your composure, making sure you are clinical enough to score or to even shoot on target. And if a chance like this and you cannot make use of it, then what chance is there can you make use of?
Yeah.
And also, we should take a look at the pitch that they are playing on. The pitch for me is not okay for the players to also be able to move.
Yeah, a couple of brown patches here and there.
Exactly, and the pitch looks a bit bouncy.
You get a better view when they take the long shot.
Yes, yes. So I think.
Do you think that is also contributing?
Maybe that could be also a factor that we've not been able to see them getting how they want to play. Especially for me, Basake Holy Stars. You know, they should be doing much better because for 11.
Any expectations going into the second half?
Well, we heard from
the status quo would still remain the same.
But if they don't change, if they don't change the way they did their self in the first half, then we will be looking at this kind of scoreline unless we see some proactiveness from especially Basake Holy Stars. Then we can see that if they can move an inch to see if they can win the game. But if we don't see anything, then maybe this is the scoreline we are going to see. As we saw in the first leg, it ended goalless at Basake Holy Stars home. So if they want that same result, then if they don't change things, then we might have the same result.
Nothing to really write home about in terms of the performance that we have seen, but it is also, a good point to take note of the fact that they are still willing to push on. They are still willing to see whether they can create an avenue for goal scoring opportunities. Basake have played majority of this first half in the half of their opponents, which means that clearly they have their eye on the target. It's just not been easy for them to find the target, as it were. But they have opportunities coming up in the second 45, and I don't know whether coach would agree that it will still be the same or there might be some fluidity in the second half.
Well, I'm not expecting any different game. It's going to be the same way like I predicted for the first half.
Sure.
The only thing is that you now see fatigue being set in, and then the energy level would come down after 75 minutes. That's a bit understandable because they've played, or they are playing their 17th match, and they need a bit of rest. But for me, I strongly believe that we could do better than what we are seeing as a premier team in Ghana.
Yeah.
Because really, Ghana is a football nation. And worldwide, everybody, loves to see Ghana playing at the World Cup. It will not be something good if most of these agents and football managers come to Ghana and see this level as our Premier League.
All right. So let's join the action at Legon as we get ourselves in readiness for the commencement of the second half between Basake Holy Stars and 11 Wonders, and we'll be joining you again at the end of the game. Do enjoy the second half.
Okay, so we are back for the second half and to see exactly what's going to happen in this game with substitutions being made in the game there by both teams. And
let's go.
got a second half here at the Legon Stadium. Here we go with the second half of this game here at the Legon Stadium. 11 Wonders at home against Holy Stars. First half goalless. And back in the second half there with teams getting some changes there. Looking forward to how they are able to change a lot of things in this game there. Holy Stars withdrawing Gabriel Appiah and also having Richmond Somia out. And Francis Osei and Elim John Minimasa playing their part in this game. And again, you talk about the 11 Wonders side where Felix Akolo is out for Aiden Asamoah.
We're expecting these changes in the second half. The two teams certainly want a lot more conviction up front, and you can see they've made changes in the attack, hopefully to get some very good goals in the second half.
Here comes Dankwa, looking to individually hit one out there. William Dankwa couldn't find his target right.
Well, he decided to go individual, trying to be very much instinctive, but there was always pulling away, not the right body balance and the technique to hit that ball. Expected him to go to the extreme right where he had better options to get onto that ball.
Ponsa here looking for some bit of support up front. Again, you talk about the side where they had the likes of Daniel Lomote and Frank Awari, who are part of this 11 Wonders team. Both team players have left the team. On the left-hand side, raising for the ball, Desmond Champong. Sweeping one into William Dankwa. And feebly hit the ball into the waiting arms of Dubi Kasitechi.
A challenge came in there. You're expecting William Dankwa to have taken his time. There was no way he was going to be able to strike that ball. Very good pressure coming in from Jacob Boise. William Dankwa hitting it far away.
I'll tell you what, 11 Wonders have not won or drawn a game after their 2-0 win against Dreams FC here at the Legon Stadium after the 1st of December. Anyway, losing streak started with All Blacks, Bechem United, Kotoko Brekum, Chelsea Gold Stars, and just conceding 11 goals and scoring just 3 of those.
You can see that was too much of some power behind the ball, and there was no way. Asante is already on a yellow card. He needs to be careful. These kind of fouls are dangerous.
Dankwa trying to pull in with the left, cutting back again, leaving space. And again, defensive work there beautifully from Holy Stars.
There's poor communication between Dankwa and then Eden Kofi Asamoah.
No, was looking for the first goal here, and they have found the first goal. They were looking for it, and the former Young Apostles player, Ralph Muna, gets the first goal here for 11 Wonders. And Holy Stars will be a little bit surprised here after starting brilliantly, and Ralph Muna certainly can afford to smile here. But it is 11 Wonders with all the smiles.
That was certainly a beautiful finish there. Emmanuel Boateng with that pass. Raouf got it, made that quick pass, picked up the return. He saw the goalkeeper had committed himself, and look at that touch. Brilliant from him. Eden Kofi Asamoah came in strongly with that fantastic one. But you can blame goalkeeper Techi. Poor delivery. Trying to find his man, and they lost the ball. Raouf Muna. He just had to sweep the ball beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. Brilliant finish from him. And 11 Wonders came into the second half much more stronger and with the intent of going up. And they've been rewarded with their effort and intensity that was raised right from the start.
Well, the goal certainly changes almost everything there for 11 Wonders in this game. Were you surprised they got the first goal?
I'm not very much surprised because they came in with a lot more intensity. Eden Kofi Asamoah, the substitute, clearly bringing some sort of energy, and with the passing, they were much more quicker, better than the first half, where they were very much lethargic with the approach. I'm sure this will spark some life into the two teams.
Certainly should be able to have a spark in your play there. And Wonders, we have William Dankwa here charging forward. That's going to be the 13th goal in the Premier League. 11 Wonders, already conceding 28. And now it's a man who just had the opportunity of coming into the game, pushing forward, Jacob Francis Osewusu. I'm trying to see if he can get his team back into the game here.
He knows that was a very poor decision from him. He just came on expecting to find the likes of Minimisa up front. But that was poor. The effort when he wanted to hit it high up.
Now they seem to be moved by the goal scored. Trying to kind of push more men forward there. Asamoah, it's been brought down. The referee sees none of that.
He went down too casually. It looked like he was looking for it. Latif Adari close to him was never going to give that.
And now they have a chance into the box now. Holy Stars looking to move forward. Champon now moving back to the left back position. Possession here to captain Emmanuel Boateng. Here comes William Dankwa. It's one of the busiest of the two players. Muna has been pushed forward into the play now. Initially in the first half was centrally being played, and it is Asamoah. Muna again, Muna! Man has scored 2 goals in a space of 5 minutes. We're just talking about him being moved forward from his central position in the first half, and he's rewarded his coach with 2 goals.
That's brilliant, fantastic play, Eden Kofi Asamoah. He's brought some life into the team. Once he got that ball, made that pass, William Dankwa waited for the run of Desmond Champon. Quick delivery inside the penalty area, and they couldn't track it. It was Moses Arthur, and once it fell to Rauf Muna, there was no way he was going to miss that. A dink beyond the reach of the goalkeeper, Dubi Kasitechi, who had already committed himself. Brilliant finish from Rauf Muna. It's going to be a Herculean task for Johnson Smith and Holy Stars.
Again, Emmanuel Edu can afford to have some bit of smarts there, but again, a tactical switch of his players in the second half seemed to change almost everything there. Rauf Muna was playing deep in the midfield and wasn't really getting the balls in the very dangerous areas, and now he's been given a chance. He has rewarded the coach with some sublime goals there.
It was all about movement. In the first half, the balls delivered to him, had him entangling Moses Arthur and Jacob Boazi. But this time around, he seems very much free, moving into very crucial positions. And he's gifted himself with a lot. That was a fantastic pass, William Dankwa. He found Desmond Champon. Look at that delivery. It fell to Muna. Look at that ding. Calm, composure, and intelligence.
Wonders have now scored 13 goals in the Premier League. As Holy Stars have Simba put charging on the right-hand side. Looking to cut in with the left, but Simba goes in a sliding tackle, beautifully done by Hakim Miller. And there's definitely going to be a Holy Stars moment to see if they can pull something here.
That was a very decent challenge there from Hakim Miller. He knew exactly what Simba wanted to do. He got past him. Timely intervention to make the clearance.
Another substitution. 3 substitutions so far for Holy Stars in the game, with Gideon Kwesi being withdrawn here for Lawrence Gadase being given a chance to also come in to change the narrative there for Holy Stars.
He hasn't offered so much. It's quite understandable why Johnson Smith is getting him off. Gadase bringing some more energy. He's expected to be the man up front to get goals. And hopefully he's able to change the course of the game for the team.
Here comes Desmond. Intercepted. And Simba was the target there. Beautiful pass there from Francis Asante.
It'll be quite disappointing if Eden Kofi Asamoah, who just came on the second half, will be walking out injured. Together with the captain Emmanuel Mw18, they've actually given 11 Wonders some sort of ignition in the second half.
And sometimes you talk about the dangerous attacks there for the two sides, and Wonders have had about 746 dangerous attacks there as compared to 635. Matches played there by the two sides in the Premier League. In 17 games played, with 2 goals being scored by 11 Wonders.
And clearly this puts them a long way away from Holy Stars, who now have to chase the game and make sure they minimize their errors.
Win probability now changing in favor of 11 Wonders with 47%. Of fans hoping at least they'll be able to get that. Just 29% there from Basake Holy Stars.
They'll have themselves to blame. They had everything within their might in the first half. They've always been playing well, creating lots of goal-scoring opportunities. This time around, it looked more casual. And they are being punished. They may have all the interesting numbers around them. And they need to put them into good use.
Very comfortable now playing their part in the game. The most booked side in the Premier League. Basake Holy Stars with 15 as compared to Aduana Stars. They just sit behind Aduana Stars when it comes to the most booked side in the Premier League. And joined there with Aduana Stars and Vision with 2 each.
Tells you they're a very ragged team. Always looking for duels to win and battles. But a deep in midfield. Or wide areas. We've seen that a couple of times in today's game.
Good play. Now charging for Chinebois. And he's been bundled down here by Kim Miller. It's been pretty much quiet at the end of the first half.
I think that Hakim Miller has been very strong. He's been very much resolute, making sure that he does a lot more of the clearances for his side.
Now they move here somewhat.
Question there was no way Emmanuel Kwame was going to allow Matthew Mponsa get past him.
Again, they've been trying to get the third goal here.
It's brought a lot, the 2 goals, certainly bringing lots of confidence. It's giving them that calm to take their time and execute their game plan. That is working to perfection. And Ponsa taking all the time in the world to pick up a spot. Looking for Muna again. He started giving lots of headache to the Holy Stars defense.
Ball swung into the near post. And again, it's been a lot of movement and pushing in the box there, but this time it's going to be picked up by Hardy. And again is Dewey Techi working hard, and you can actually see 11 Wonders Oh, just moving straight into the half. Kenneth Owusu. Gonna go around his man and winning back possession and put a little pressure there on Basake Stars. Kofi Asamoah shows again a very poor play.
That's a poor pass from him by his standards, which we've seen from the second half. That was a bit poor and unappreciative there. You can see Dankwa, who wanted a better delivery.
Kofi Asamoah. And he wins a free kick.
He's been brilliant. He's been wiggling his way through the tight corners. He's been finding the spaces to plunge through and create goal-scoring opportunities. Look at him. He picks up the scrap, makes it his own. There's clearly a foul there. Kofi Hagan complaining, but that was certainly Francis Oseusu. The lights bundling into the man, Eden Kofi Asamoah. He seemed to have picked up a knock, but he's doing the needful to help his side.
A free kick here behind the ball. 27 shattered Desmond Champong, and feebly losing that momentum. And Holy Stars down by 2 goals to 0. Chazanava going in the game here. That's the free kick being taken. Joseph Smith's pretty much of a worried man here in this game. Not seeing his tactics working as planned.
He's been given a dose of what he's been given to other clubs. In games you're not expecting him to get a result. He does the unthinkable, and I'm sure he'll be questioning himself.
I'll tell you what, no club in the Premier League has survived relegation. There's the issue of Ghana Premier League after less than 10 points at the end of the first round. Simba. Holy Stars and Simba went on to go solo. Gets a corner kick for his effort.
That was nearly Sylvester Simba pulling one back there. Hardy Obinfo fluffing with that, underrated the ball, bouncing right in front of him. He was eager to pick it up the first time. The ball just teared away from him for a corner kick.
Taken here. Trying to call for a handball scenario there. Holy Stars. Muna. It's being stopped there by Asante. They want to get the ball back, and you have to see the ball being moved away by Samoa. And in the box now looking for space. And here we can see just coming in there. Asante here for Holy Stars. There's been a very tight play there by 11 Wonders, who are just high pressed. 11 Wonders, Holy Stars for the goals. Winning back on what the second balls in the second half. They have been very, very combative in this game there, 11 Wonders.
You think that they've been doing the right things, the simple things. The fine margins do count in games. The 2 opportunities they had, they made sure they buried it, and that has been the change. Holy Stars will be looking forward to making very good use of also the opportunities they may have going forward. And as to whether 11 Wonders will make it happen.
Holy Stars, Simba goes well in this one, and gets a corner kick that as well.
Gradually picking up their confidence has been great to see them coming into the game. They're finding the right options, the right positions, and that was a cleanly hit, aiming for the first post. By that touch from Hakim Miller.
Well, the very first time both teams met was on the 14th of September 2025 in the opening fixture of the season, which ended goalless. And that was a away game there for 11 Wonders. Last season, in terms of their home form, they are looking at how they played in terms of 11 Wonders. Holy Stars ball blocked there by Kenneth Owusu. Santi here for Holy Stars. And possession pick there. And again, not the best of play. Here comes Elim Johnny, has the ball back to Moses Arthur. And he's trying to see what they can, how they are playing this game. There's a lovely piece of work now, straight to Amponsa. And now, as Kofi Asamoah was just looking around to hit this ball here, and Santi quickly recovering to hit the ball out for a corner kick.
You'd expect this for the champion to be meeting that ball, but he took his time. Brilliant delivery there coming from Matthew Amponsa. Raouf was late, but Asante was not going to take chances with that. A good clearance at least.
Well, the only card they received there in this game is 11 Wonders Joseph Jumo. We've got the red card, the only red card of the day there for the 11 Wonders side. And so they do have a player down and have to take time to regroup and think of what to do. There'll be a defeat there where Johnson Smith will not like it already. They've had 7 games where they've lost. 17 matches, 5 wins, 5 drawn, and 7 defeat. They want to have this one to make it 8 and 20 points with a negative goal difference of 5. Well, there's a lot they're looking to achieve.
A lot to achieve, and you can see him trying to get Messi to Cheneboa, who was the live wire for the team in the first half. The second half is gone into some quiet. Sylvester Simba taking charge. I'm sure the coach wants a lot more from him. Roberto Fori being stretched out. Means that there's going to be a problem there. He's really covered the defense well. Many were questioning in the absence of Frank Arre, who was going to sit in front of the defense and show them. I think he's done a decent job so far.
Here comes the corner kick taking a left foot there. It's going to be a headed ball. And was it a handball scenario there? And he's been cleared by Desmond the Champon for a very disappointing play there from this young man.
Well, he's been very brilliant. The second half, very good whip there. There was quite a clearance coming in there from Boise, and Moses Arthur letting it out.
Winner is a target to pick this ball here. We'll talk about Cheneboa. He has 7 goals for Holy Stars. He's third on the top scorers chart. Cheneboa. The only 3 away points have all come from drawn games. We are goalless with Bechem United, Adriana Stars, and Medama SC as well. Those are the 3 points they've had away from home. Holy Stars. Pro play now. Muna is the target. Picks it up here. And Kofi Asamoah putting a lot of pressure there to the centre back, Asante. Possession here being picked up by Holy Stars.
A lot of misplaced passes this time around, a lot more coming from Basake Holy Stars. In the first half, it was 11 Wonders who were giving the ball away. Under no pressure. That has changed. The second half, they're in a bit of a rush. That is causing them to make a whole lot of mistakes.
I'll tell you what, Holy Stars are unbeaten in the last 2 away games in the Premier League. A draw against Medama and that of Ediana.
They're very strong.
Well, interestingly, they are winless in their last 9 away games this season. And the 10th away game, perhaps, they are down by 2-0 in the second half with just 20 minutes to go. It's Holy Stars that might want to see if they can get something out of the game.
They have a few. Venezuela is getting to the tail end of the game. They have the quality to do it, but as to when they're going to do it is another question.
Well, there's a free kick here to the man I was just talking about there, Trinidad. There's a very clear foul there by the captain for 11 Wonders. There's Emmanuel Mw18. Well, the coach, Emmanuel Edu, really has made a lot of changes to the side, and they've responded well with a goal and want to continue with that. Free kick taken to the wall. Again, you see the side, Holy Stars still searching for consolation here. Ball dropped down to Hagen, with a shot just being a feeble one. Hardy really has been very quiet this second half.
Just been struggling to really have hold of the ball, and it's all because the team is now chasing the lead of 11 Wonders. Seem to be having themselves in 6th and 7th. The general organization has been a bit poor. Look at that, that was a poor challenge there coming in there from the substitute. Seusu push at his man was quite needless.
Well, again, is a free kick advantage going out there to Wonders, and straight to the waiting arms of goalkeeper Dubi Techi. Here comes Simba.
There's quite a distance and needed a lot more power and precision to beat that goalkeeper.
Well, it's just been given an opportunity to Simba here, looking to move into the box. And certainly going to be Desmond. And fine spot in goalkeeper Hardy. Asante, retrieves the ball there for Holy Stars. Here comes Hagen. Another deception beautifully done there by the Wonders. Muna. I was trying to pick up the run there of Amponsa. Well, again, the story would be well refreshed with a win here. 11 Wonders. I mean, chasing and hoping at least they'll be able to keep the momentum going, and that's the run there for the ball there by Amponsa. Couldn't quite get to it now. Good play now from Garese. Here comes Santi, drifting the ball down to the right-hand side, picking up Usu. Here comes Hagen. Now, Holy Stars dictating the pace, having plenty of possession right in front of the 18-yard box of Wonders. And Desmond, the champion, pushing the ball away for a throw-in.
I think it's been quite a decent defensive work from 11 Wonders this second half, making sure that there's less opportunity and less space for Holy Stars to take advantage.
Here comes Amponsa, charging on the right-hand side, looking for space and to see who he can actually get the ball down to. Kofi Asamoah with the right foot, trying to curl it down the bottom corner. And Techi has been able to deal with it.
That was quite a very good run there. Good steal from Aponsa. He was waiting for that return. Kofi Asamoah found that loose end, but he gave so much away with his body language, and goalkeeper Techi easily picking it out. And lacked any power and pace to beat that goalkeeper. That could have easily been the third.
It's going to be Muna here, drifting the ball into the box. It's been cleared and put out. And that's the difficulty in trying to find a way out.
You clearly understand the displeasure. Let's see, lots of
Jacob Wazi really has been working hard in this game. Picking signal, there's going to be a double substitution there for Holy Stars in the game there. Might want to see Prince Opoku being introduced into the game as well as Boniface Blay. There's a confirmation of the substitution here, and so Francis Asante is being withdrawn from the game, and also captain Kofi Hagan also being withdrawn as well.
And certainly he needs fresh legs to haven't really proven enough. I think Sylvester Simba has been the player who's been trying to just plunge through the holes, but he's been highly successful, and that's where they see if Opoku can offer the team what they need.
Again, it's going to be a chance where Ponsa nearly felt that he's got a third goal there for 11 Wonders.
It was quite a very decent delivery coming in there. Ponsa, once again, was just leaning back, trying to hit that ball. You want to be successful with that.
Muna finds space on the right-hand side. And now it's going to be Muna again bringing the ball back, but the flag on the far side had already gone up against him. A man on 2 goals here for 11 Wonders in the game. And Ponsa would want to just take some bit of a nap there because the team is leading by 2 goals to nil.
Well, certainly he's worked tirelessly. You can see him in pain. It may be 2 tired legs. I'm not sure there's any knock.
For Wonders, it's going to be a very good win. At least it does indicate lifting up their momentum in the Premier League this season. Hasn't been that rosy for them at all. Trying their luck to see if the team will be able to get something out, and now it appears they are.
I think that has not been the best that they would have expected to see this venue, but at least it's been quite a very good fight, especially after going down by 2. Spread Holy Stars and try to pick up the pieces.
Pierces the road, end of the road there for Amponsa. Ball whipped in, a very good play. As Blay has been given a chance to play a part in this game, and expecting to see a lot of work there from the young man. Not much can be said about his performance. It's a lot of play here.
And there are times you need players like that.
Let's see the player on the side, and They expect to see quality play from the side. The ball into the box is being headed out. William Dankwa picking the pieces here for 11 Wonders. Good turn from him, and now he tries to wriggle his way into the part of Muna. He's able to get the ball straight to him. Muna turns on the right-hand side, and William is waiting in the box, trying to come back for Muna again. And Kofi Asamoah is just waiting as well at the far side for a ball into the box. It's been crossed in there, and Muna was lurking around to pick it up, but it's being headed out there by Boise for a corner kick.
I think lots of quality play coming in. Hey, from Boise, he's done everything within his might, but it would, and he hasn't stopped his team.
Well, again, it's going to be a substitution here with the, what do I call it, Ewula Angel, that's the name.
Angel Ewula. Or maybe an angel to finalize.
I tell you what.
And keep the 3 points for them.
Yeah, so the angel of the game here is in. Has been introduced into the game. And probably might be the one to get the third goal for the side. Ball whipped in into the far side. Goalkeeper has already committed, but Dubi Kasi Techi is able to deal with it.
I think that was quite a poor delivery there. He's always favoring the goalkeeper. And look at that. Right, aiming for far post. Goalkeeper read the situation and picked his bench properly. This will be devastating for Eleven Wonders. They've played all their cards. I'm not sure Moses, Arthur, can't make any complaint, you can see. Lots of thinking being done. But on the other side is joy.
Yeah, of course, they have to be excited about their performance. Really been a rosy performance there for 11 Wonders. Only Stars yet to beat a team based in the capital city this season, whether home and away. They have struggled to beat any team from the Greater Accra region. And also here. Muna. Ball taken away from Muna. And it's going to be a chance here. This is blasted wide here by Blay. Oh, the quality chance there for Holy Stars. And again, it was Andrew Ewula who lost the ball, which is a very dangerous area, and Blay just blasted it wide as well.
I think that was the best opportunity that Opoku coming in to create. Look at that. From that range, you should be hitting the target. Was aiming for the top right corner, far beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. It was always rising too high up. That could have easily set the tone for a very wonderful finish to the game.
Well, I'll just tell you something about the team here. The Holy Stars team, how they have had to struggle to beat teams that are based in the capital. They lost to Dreams FC, drew with the Vision, and lost to Hearts of Oak away from home. And now they're down by 2 goals to 0.
Quite surprised. That was quite a very rugged challenge there. I'm saying the magical wand of Johnson Smith fading away. He started quite impressively, but looks like it's getting off. The last couple of games worse than he the start. And Obed.
A bit of failure and a yellow card here.
I must stay, hey! Open, stay.
Well, he starts on the move. Here comes Owusu. Going to use his speed here on the flanks and turns in beautifully. Oh, quality play. And they may want to have something here. Oh, what a stop there. Absolutely great stop by Hakim Miller. That would have been a consolation there for Holy Stars, but not giving up here. This play here. Trying to turn in. Another shot comes out. And it's been played wide. Quality here. Trying to dink over the goalkeeper, but just Chinibwa couldn't square the ball here. And Hakim Miller's interception. Brilliant one there.
That was quite a very wonderful pass there from Francis Osei-Usu, plunging the ball through. But Chinibwa, once again, failing to finish. He's had very limited opportunities this second half. The dink was intelligent, but it lacked any sort of power. And credit to Hakim Miller there. Right place, right time to make that stop. The goalkeeper, Hadi Obinfo, will be grateful. He had already committed himself. Still keeping his clean sheet. Once again, Angel Ewula. Waiting for that is quite strong tackle coming in from Blay.
Again, a worrying situation, and the fans and players here of Holy Stars not happy. But for coach Emmanuel Edu, it's a great sign, and Ahmed Isa is now going to be thrown into the game to replace Obedo Fori, who just got a yellow card a few minutes ago.
Clearly, the coach doesn't want to take chances. That is a very crucial position, sitting right in front of the defense. They want to finish the game on a high, prevent any nervy ending. I think that's a very good decision coming in from Emmanuel Edu.
One player always playing a very important role there for 11 Wonders. Franco Weris just moved on to All Blacks in Srejo, who also had a very famous win against Kotoko last weekend. The captain Emmanuel Boateng really has played a quality and leadership at the back. Has really helped 11 Wonders in this particular game.
I think that is what you expect from every team. They've really given their hearts out. They're quite disciplined with their approach. That has paid off for them. And credit to Emmanuel Boateng, the captain. He's supposed to be an attacker, but he slot into central midfield and actually anchored the team so well.
Just about some minutes to go. Poor ball. Just being taken out. And the best delivery there by Asante. Here comes Chinibwa. Always trying to run over the ball here, Muna. And here comes Angel. Good play. Ball sent into the box and has been eventually pushed out. Just picking signals. We might be doing 5 minutes of additional time in this game. And Muna might be seen as the most valuable player of this match here this afternoon. Match 18. The total yellow cards given by Latifa Dari is 4 yellow cards this afternoon. It confirms his yellow cards in the Premier League. This is the 5th match he's officiating in the Premier League. Latifa Dari, here comes Muna here. Man on the 2 goals here. Squares one into the far side. So
it's quite unclear what he wanted to do there. Muna, he had Angela Wula run it into the penalty area.
Latifa Dari's first game had the opportunity of giving 3 yellow cards. Karela United, the Adriana Stars. Go Stars and Hearts of Lions. He gave 4 yellow cards in that game. 11 Wonders All Blacks. He gave 4 yellow cards in the game as well. And Kotoko Bechem United 3 yellow cards. And now 11 Wonders Holy Stars. It is 4 yellow cards.
I think that from the game, there haven't actually been so many fouls. He was a bit charitable in the opening stages, not willing to flash out his card. But just when it mattered most, he decided to give it to control the game.
Chenebois. Game's been stopped in his tracks now. When Boateng still sitting, was able to come up. Is Asante. Owusu. Possession into the box. Hardy is impeded in the box now. And it's Gadase who's just coming into the ball's into a very dangerous areas.
I think that was a poor charge there from him on the goalkeeper, but he can't begrudge him. He wanted to fight for that ball, but he went straight into the mid-rib of the goalkeeper. He had the intent not to go for the ball. He just went for the man. And see his elbow there right into the mid-rib of goalkeeper of Painful Hardy.
With 2.5 minutes to go in the game here, and it will be a very important win for Wonders. Asante. And here comes Owusu. Turns in, trying to shoot with the left. Goes around his player. And here comes an opportunity. Again, it's being stopped here. Player just couldn't hit the ball into a very good place. Here comes Angel. Muna has been stopped there by Moses Arthur. Here comes Boazi. Yeah, another foul here by Emmanuel Boateng. As Gadase has been very much busy since his introduction into the second half. And Owusu has also been on the flanks. Just a minute and seconds to go. And summing up the performance of both teams, definitely going to be Kelvin's point to see how best these two sides are able to come out.
I clearly understand Latifa Dari telling the goalkeeper, I know there isn't too much. Just make sure you get up for the game to continue. And he's telling him, I'm going to add a lot more time to it if you delay. It's quite surprising the goalkeeper decided to just waste a lot more time. This team has been on the ascendancy.
A good play now on the flanks and on the left-hand side. Expect to see Kofi Asamoah to come up with something spectacular at Champon. And William Jankwa contributed to the first goal, William Dankwa. Just keeping possession. Not in a hurry to lose possession here. Wonders. Very much comfortable strolling the balls just among themselves there. 10 seconds to go. And that'll be a famous win there for the home side, 11 Wonders. Here comes Asante. 5 minutes of additional time already up here, and Wonders may have a free kick, probably the last action of the game. And they may want to keep it, and they may want to find a way to wrap things up this season. Desmond Champong, and this time it's been skied. The flag has already gone up for an offside.
It's quite a sweet build up there, but it was always a Champong offside. Too quick.
Well, 18 games in the Premier League. This is the 8th defeat of Basake All Stars in the Premier League, and conceding 22 goals. And for 11 Wonders in the 18 games, this is your second win of the season, with 13 goals being scored. And it's been a dominant performance there from Coach Emmanuel Edi, with some tweaking to his setup in the second half, and giving them the 2 goals there by Ralph Muna.
It's been a well-rehearsed game, a well-executed game, wonderful performance.
So Ralph Muna walks home with the man of the match. But what a game it has been. A tale of two halves, if you ask me. And of course, for 11 Wonders, they opened up nicely in the second half. And against the run of play, they managed to get themselves hitting the back of the net twice. But again, seemed to have recoiled into it. And nothing really in it for 11 Wonders. The woes of the 11 Wonders team continues unabated. And it's only just a matter of time if they can secure a face-saving draw in one of the games. But like Coach Osman said, they are out, and they are on their way of saying their goodbyes. And so tough luck for 11 Wonders, but at least for Basake Holy Stars, 3 points to the good. They would want to continue with that climb out of the relegation zone. Although I must also admit that there's a tall order looking at the points gaps between teams one after the other. We'll do a quick break. When we come back into the studios, we'll be wrapping up with our chat. And of course, we'll also hear from the coaches at the end of the match, their thoughts on the game. But we'll be back in a moment after the break. Do stay with us.
Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Buy now, pay later policy is here to help you. For phones, bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Make a 30% deposit, and you are good to go home with your brand new phone. Also, if you want an appliance to buy, you need to make 40 to 50% deposit. Bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Additionally, you need to provide a copy of your electricity bill receipt. either soft copy or hard copy. Your banner be delivered by installation, once you SKBR, cause it's free. When Max buy now, pay later, you need to go to our shop to do it. You can go to locations as shown on your screen. You can also call us on 0594 091 122. Shop now and pay later with ease. Max Buy, making shopping easy for you.
Alone, we can only go so far. But when we move together, there's no limits to where we can go. Together, we move with feel-good energy. And even if the beat stops, we create our own vibe. Multi-Guinness, we move. Always check for the Made in Ghana symbol. This advert is FDA approved.
Auntie Julie. Mami jollof and no chicken 50 Ghana cedis. Okay. Afe so, mami amoni will go stew so 80 Ghana cedis. Afe wouldn't be mami 1 pesi any beef stew no so 80 Ghana cedis.
And no ye 80.
Okay. Na mami bankune nkuma ni nyina mami nye bebre na ni nyina enye 70 Ghana cedis. Afe so,
madam, aden e ganu nko na wo to ana.
Aduane no eye dedodo. Taste no eye deep. A secret filler B.
Secret filler no eye Aljoda seasoning powder. Aljoda seasoning powder ever flavors baby. Goat flavor or hawk.
Beef flavor, spaghetti flavor, Aljoda spices.
Aljoda seasoning powder. Taste no eye deep.
FDA Gpl Mw18 atum.
Wants to play truth or dare? Me. True. My mom says daily milk is a source of calcium and protein. True. Daily milk comes in 3 delicious flavors and I have tasted them all. Very yummy. Wow. Now I dare you all to drink daily milk on a daily. That is nice.
Introducing Daily Milk, Ghana's new milk drink. It comes in strawberry, banana, and vanilla flavors, making it a delicious choice for me and you. Daily Milk, an amazing twist to milk. This advert is FDA approved.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, let him talk to you. Who will be careful M-Punch one?
Chesena me ankasa me period no say problem suwum ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me mogya mu no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro me fae no ene ma won kra me enu foforo kwa na me kwan mu a eba ti ani je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante and then ko end point o mama nura and then ho idea watimi asori anante.
That's end point for you. Of Acrobato. Hello. Hey, Oshisho what che? Okay. A free bra would the end point what dance. I'm a choir no. Me Jones to some name quay and plus one of my rain and a Magina Sabema. Now, me be here for the hard in You heard everything. I have secret. M Punch is my secret. M Punch Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
Why are you doing that? Because
FDA approved.
All right, you're welcome back from the break. 90 minutes of action, and Basake Holy Stars have managed to reign supreme. Quick reactions from my guests in the studio. NY, how did you see the game?
Yeah, it's not what we were searching or looking for. In the first half, I'll give it to Basake Holy Stars. they probed, but kudos to the defensive work done by 11 Wonders. In the second half, it was 11 Wonders who just put in just quick 2 goals. And you made mention of Rauf Muna. 2 beautiful goals from 11 Wonders. They took me by surprise from that 2 early goals in the second half. And from there, Basake Holy Stars tried to probe and see if they can equalize, but it was all 11 Wonders in the second half. And it's a good win for them, 3 maximum points, but till when are they going to catapult themselves from the relegation zone?
I see. Okay. Let me take a quick reaction from our coach, and then we'll cross over to the stadium for the post-match interviews.
Not the best of games we would like to watch, but hey, it's good news for 11 Wonders because they've been able to get their victory and the 2 goals. Even though, really, now they would only be on the 9th point and not really relevant at this particular moment. But, well, good for them. They determined and they won, but not a very good standard of games we would like to watch for the Premiership.
Not the standard that we would probably want to watch for the Premiership. Of course, it's been a topsy-turvy season for 11 Wonders here, there, and everywhere, not finding the back of the net, not picking up the maximum points that they could have. Let's go back to the University of Ghana Stadium. The 2 coaches are standing by to share with us their thoughts at the end of 90 minutes.
Coach, first of all, congratulations to you. How does it feel to start the second round with a win? At long last, another win has come.
Thank you, my brother. Like I always say, you know, we on a rescue mission. You understand me? Yes. And it's not over until it's over. We ended the first round with a lot of disappointments. And this time round, we regrouped and we told ourselves, come on, guys, we need to wake up and work hard.
But how would you assess the general performance of the boys today? Because it was a spirited performance, end to end from them.
Yeah, exactly so. But then I think the first half we didn't live up to expectation. So when we went back to the table, we just spoke, and then the second half when they came, I think they were alive. Yeah, they were really alive. Yes, sir.
I saw you, exchange pleasantries with Rauf Muna. Who scored the 2 goals for you? How would you describe his performance today?
Yeah, he did very well because even you remember our last game too, he did very well because, you know, he's not a striker. So he's someone that I introduced him to that new role. And I told him, guy, you know what, if you should work hard, you will make it. So, and then he made it.
It's a rescue mission for 11 Wonders. How important is this win going into the next 16 weeks?
Very, very important. Very, because it also serves as a motivational, you know, step for us, you know. So now they can believe that, come on, we can. So let's keep on doing.
Coach, we wish you all the best in the next 16 weeks. This is the head coach of 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Edu there. Remember that they started with 2 other managers, Odate Lamte and J.E. Sapon, have all worked for this club before Emmanuel Edu took a charge. He has won 2 games in the 18 games that they've played. But I've been joined by Coach Johnson Smith as well. He is the head coach of Basake Holy Stars. They have tasted defeat on the road. Even though he's ensured that he's won some games, today it hasn't gone well. Coach, it's not gone well for you. First of all, commiseration to you. What went wrong?
Okay, it's football. Football, you can't tell. But apart from that, we had the chances of scoring, but we misuse it.
Yeah, I saw you very angry on the touchline when you were missing those chances. You called the boys. What were you telling them?
I was telling them what are they doing, because what I taught them is not what they are doing. So if you can't do it, come out.
It's just one game into match day 18. Which aspects of your game needs to improve going into the rest of the season?
I think our defenders, our defenders are tired because they played all the matches. I was there when I came. They were playing all the matches, but for this time I saw them very, very tired. And that's the only defenders we have. Then the striking area, we have to build up some new players.
Now you're still in and around the relegation zone. Do you think, or do you genuinely believe that Basake Holy Stars will survive?
Yeah, really.
Coach, wish you the best. Okay, Johnson Smith is the head coach of Basake Holy Stars. Now, I have the opportunity of talking to the man who was just the most valuable player in today's game, Rauf Mona. Rauf, and now watch the 2 goals. But first of all, Basake Holy Stars, 11 wonders. When you second read, one Casaneto saying,
because I did a pedada. I wish I bring and 2 wins. And I because one boy who modding Asha more goals and near more points in Wako.
Second round, the Eba started. The first round, one starting here. A dear in Casa and a course where I might name produce a performance way.
Motivation be like penny for near Casa be. And yes, we are say a bit now. I keep going. Say. Wins in India, we see serious.
Now, one case, despite the fact say Muntimin winning and all performance, I was and there was 2 goals. At the end, now yes, from court training, a mile form no still a was Rosa.
Same. Yeah, and it coaches no future or Modemai. And it's the Omoka, the so training on the Omotra and 1 year of pitching. See, make sure say, and why we keep on going.
What did some bit mass survive relegation?
Really, yeah, a bit mass survival because everything is possible.
All right, we're back into the studios. There's an interesting conversation going on in the studio, but it's for studio only. So I cannot share that with you. But yes, indeed. And so they managed to pick up 3 valuable points. They're still in the single bracket zone. But at least congratulations to 11 Wonders for at least getting 2 goals this afternoon. And Rauf Muna in that chat with our colleague rightly indicating some of the things that they had to go through, some of the processes that they had to go through, including pep talk from the coaches, etc. Coach Osman, I'm trying to juxtapose what the player said with what his coach said. Are they on the same page?
Really, I don't think they are on the same page. And I'm surprised. And maybe the coach should relook at the situations in the camp, because when he was asked what was the secret, I was expecting him to say the coach, because really the coach has worked so hard. Out of their 9 points, he has 6 out of their 9 points. So I was expecting him to mention the coach, but he was saying that in Penny 4, I mean, the elders have spoken to us. Who are the elders? Be a bit more specific. But really, I don't see the player there's a disjoint between what he's saying and what the coach really presented. But some of the times too, I think as coaches, I'm one of them, some of the times when we get the opportunity for some of this pep talk, we should try as much as we can to ensure that we express ourselves the way we want. So a typical example, Coach Emmanuel, who is a very good friend, did say that I spoke to them during halftime. What did you tell them? That's what you need to talk about. The second coach, John Smith, also did say that when the players came to him, he was telling them that this is not what I thought you. You need to talk about what you thought them. That when they get the ball, they should go on a run, they should keep the ball, they should look out for some other things. Not really, I was telling them what I thought you. You and I don't know what he thought them. But he needs, at that particular interview period, to really tell the world what he thought them and why they are not doing what he thought them.
Well, to look on the bright side, 11 Wonders still believe that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
That's a job, very impossible. But maybe in Ghana anything can happen. But I don't see them. It's too late for them. Mathematically, they are out of the league. I'm sorry for a very good coach, my friend Emmanuel.
Well, Brekum Chelsea have a game tomorrow, and a very tough one indeed. Hohoe United also have a game tomorrow. I'm mentioning these two because they have 18 points as against Bechem United, who have 19 points, but 11 Wonders have 9. So we'll do the mathematics, but of course, it's far-fetched. It's far-fetched. Anyway. So we have one gone down the drain. 11 Wonders winning this afternoon by 2-0. Congratulations to them. Tomorrow it will be the turn of Hohoe United as they play host to Hearts of Oak. That match is at 3:30, and then we will be back in the studio again on Sunday. And so do stay stay with us for Sunday's encounter coming from the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Let's see Kumasi Asante Kotoko in action against, I want to believe it's Brekum Chelsea. A tough game is going to be, and hopefully we will be here to bring you all you need to know in terms of the match. Gentlemen, thank you very much, Coach Osman and NY. Thank you very much for your presence, and hopefully we'll continue the good work we've started on a Sunday. This is the Ghana Premier League. My name is Prince Anan. Bye for now.
Buy now, pay later policy is here to help you. For phones, bring your Ghana card, your voter's ID, or your driving license. Make a 30% deposit, and you're good to go home with your brand new phone. Also,